Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, period. Folks, it's your man, always George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, folks, today is a special day in our country. It is a Memorial Day. It's now celebrated across the world because it's mostly based originally from World War II, as we remember those who sacrificed their lives and sacrifices they made for defending this country and other countries. I don't say thank you because the fact is thank you is not good enough. So to all you out there who serve our country, because I had a couple of my family members, my oldest niece, my youngest nephew, they served. I've been to quite a few ladies who are um, who in sport who serve, and I want to say, as a citizen, I appreciate the sacrifices you have made for this country, and we all need to remember that it's not just a day to go out and barbecue and do this all this. It's a day we should remember those people who risk their lives, who risk their freedoms, not pretty much their freedoms, their just everything. Because you know what, you say thank you service to people like your mailman, a police officer, a nurse, because they are providing a service. But if we come to the military, they're not providing a service. This is their job and their life. And when they go out there, they take the risks. They go to other lands and defend other countries and other people. In the representation of this country, you should always say, "I appreciate the sacrifice you have made." That's really a lot more better. And I remember I watched a special that some of the military don't like too much me saying thank you, but this is a little bit more. It really comes from the heart. So anyway, folks, we had a show over the weekend. It was the Ultimate Classic. I will talk about it. Also, some other news that's been going on just in the past week or so. I mean, just some stuff that's really just really got my attention. So always try to put out stuff because it's kind of we don't have no real competition until the week after this week. That is the next upcoming weekend. And that is the Toronto Super Show. A couple of ladies I know are going to compete the show, and also ladies who dropped their name for the show. The list will come out to probably that next Tuesday night. Sometimes they drop it around nighttime because you want to see everybody applies. So one lady who I follow and I'm a fan of hers, and that is the lovely Miss Natalia Bastrova. And this I knew she was going to win this show because this lady has a presence, and you can't believe it. This lady's 56 years old. This I think that she did something. Two things she did: being the second Russian-born IFBB pro to win a show here in the on the American soil. The first is Natalia Kovaleva, and also being one of the oldest competitors to win the show over 50 because she's 56. Some of the ladies who win qualification for the Olympia usually it's by points, because it's a lot harder because you got to think about it. You go against some women a lot younger than you, some about 10 years, 15 years younger, and she held her own. Like I said, I honestly believe she deserved to win this show. There's no doubt about it. So I'm going to pull up here. I went to the Ultimate Classic because as they had it, they have a live stream, so I couldn't watch it. So what I did was, I look around. Some people post some videos here and clips. You can go to my YouTube channel and I post a little video on there. You can check it out behind the scenes. I also might post some stuff later. I got some little clips here and stuff like that. I was lucky to get, and I tell you honestly, this lady is oppressive. I mean, she, I honestly, I felt she was going to win the show because, as you know, back in 2003, she earned a pro card at the 2023 Romania Muscle Fest. Some people say this was a pro debut. No, it was not her pro debut. She already competed in a pro show, and she competed the day after the amateur show at the Romania Muscle Fest. She competed at the open show, and she earned a pro card both in physique and bodybuilding, but she competed in the bodybuilding division where she got top four. She was the top five, where she was fourth. She beat out two or three other girls who are already, who are competing at the Olympia, and some women who look like they probably could have been, contenders for Olympic qualification. But as you know, Luka Duka won that show because that was her in her backyard. She's from Romania. Like I said, I I'm honestly saying like this. I'm a fan. She even started following me on my social media, on IG, and I one thing I would love to do an interview with her, but the fact is she speaks Russian. And the thing is, sometimes you do interviews with somebody from another country and they don't speak the language, you kind of lose something in translation. But I think she's a pleasant lady. Here it is, right here. Here's a picture video of her, as she's walking in with her award. She looked very impressive. She's very happy, very proud. No point, putting the sound on because the fact is you're not going to understand what she's saying, but she's really happy. I mean, she's really proud because you know what? She beat out some ladies who look very impressive that show. You know, also follow on social media. She posts some stuff here and there. Here is a training massage with her training, and it's just Dallas. So there's possibly a chance if she puts that there, the show, she might. I think she might try to take a shot at the Texas Pro. As you know, one lady who's competing that show, I'll talk about later, who made an announcement she's going to do the show, and she's very impressive. She's also a top level Olympic competitor. And this lady, like I said, she's 56 years old, guys. Look. I mean, she has a body that I was thinking maybe if I look at her just from sight, I would say maybe mid 40s, like that, late, early, mid 40s, I would say, honestly. She kind of has that look. Like she reminds me of one of my teachers from school, you know. Um, but I say she has a great physique. I think she is thinking about doing the Remaining Muscle Fest. Here's another trainer in charge is because I don't want to play the music too much. This lady is impressive. Look at her physique. I mean, it's just, you know, wow. At 56, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm still astonished, surprised at her. I mean, just to bring this level of muscle, you know, that she has, and to compete along against women who were like maybe 10 years, 20 years younger than her, and to beat I think, some decent looking competitors. Like I said, it's just, this is like, I think this is earlier when here in her career, as I've talked about before, when she was much younger, not too much younger, you could really see. Oh, this is from something else. I think this is like some clients she has, you know, but this lady, like I said again, is just physically impressive. I mean, I'm keep saying she just astonishes me. You know, I mean, just to still compete like she has been. You know, some people just walk away from the sport. Especially when you get older, because it gets harder. To maintain a level of muscle. But she has, like I said, some physique that's almost at the level of some women in the top three in Olympia, like Sarah Vilgas, Natalia Coelho. She's like, if another Natalia, you have at least this is going to be, she's we have two Anastasia Russians, and we have two Natalia Russians. No, actually three Natalia Russians. The Russians just seem like they really put out some great competitors. Some I wish they would be able to come to the States, but we all know it's a lot harder for them, especially now what's going on with the country, stuff like that. But this was the top five from this show. Natalia here, she's number one. Number two is Susan Graham. Three is a lady had interview. This was her. She hadn't competed since I think last 2021. She took to 2022, and she took 2023 off. And that is Haley Perry. Haley Storm. I interviewed her. And fourth is Donna Jones, who impressive. I mean, top four. Even though it's like I said, it was a kind of small lineup compared to some physique shows, but still, hey, top four. And here we have, I believe that's Katie Nyland, and she took fifth. And I want to say congratulations to all the ladies. They were impressive. I mean, like I said, there were some pretty good physiques there. There was like I was thinking about when I was talking with somebody how I said I felt like that some person said they felt like the one person Susan was going to win, but the thing was Susan just I follow her on social media. I reach out to her, maybe hopefully get on. Susan was just not as she has great physique, a great body, very aesthetically pleasing, also attractive lady. But I felt most definitely Natalia was going to win this show, without no questions. Here we are, here, my man Leroy Kong coming through. Thank you, brother, coming through. It says hello to you, great live. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you to also to you, brother. Happy Memorial Day. It was very impressive. I mean, to hold her own against, like I said, much younger competitors. I mean, I think it might be two other ladies who were probably close to her age. I think Donna might be about in her 50s. Also, there's the Luciana Esquelan and I think another lady who were there. But there was one problem. It was supposed to be, the original list was supposed to be 8 women for this show for Women's Physique. But then when I saw the lineup, there was something was wrong. I said, what's wrong? Why it's like it says 7? I count 7. Well, as you know, one thing is I have my moniker. I am the call me Jon Snow, the Lord of Commander of the Wall, the Bastard of Winterfell. And often my little ravens will come around and give me some messages. And I was wondering what's happening. So one of my ravens told me that this one lady, um, Nicole LaRue, who is go by on Instagram, Car Creek Barbie, she had to drop out. And the problem was that she had gotten sick. And I heard about this and said, "Oh wow! I think this is going to be her pro debut." She earned a pro card at the Nationals back in 2022, and it's been 2 years since she turned pro, and it was going to be her pro debut. I follow us on social media. I mean, she's impressive. Maybe I get it. She does interviews here and there. Maybe I get sent on my channel. But when they said that, my man told me that she was sick, I said, "Damn," because I felt like the condition she brought in could probably put her in the top 3 or even winning the show. It's always the thing, always the what ifs, especially for a lot of these competitors. It's tough to, to work all of the year, then, all of a sudden something happens, a little more than just, you know, a virus or something that hits you and then, it takes you out, and it's tough, you know. And I know, I hope she gets ready to recover. Maybe take the time to, rest a little bit. I mean, there's still, like I said, still season's still young. As we know, summer doesn't start. Summer's starting because once you hit Labor Day, I mean Memorial Day, it's pretty much she opened the gates for the summer season. But I'm gonna pull up. I know you guys, you like these ladies. I just went on her IG a few minutes ago and pulled this up, and this is her right here. That is Nicole LaRoe, if I got her name right, and she's very impressive. I think she's kind of young. Also, she also does cooking too. If you follow her, it's just like I said, it's too bad because I feel like it would have been if she came. I think you probably would have battled for the top spot between her and Natalia, from what I'm seeing. I mean, instead again the physique division has really evolved in the last few years. The women are really changing. It's supposed to be the division where supposed to be getting away from the aesthetics of women's bodybuilding, but it's getting close. So this is her at the this is the 2022 national championships. Also from her, look on her social media, she was coached by World of Zenobia, which is Zenobia Nicole Zenobia Graham. She is a top figure competitor, a multi-time Olympic competitor. This was she earned her. She competed at the show, both figure and physique, but I believe she earned a pro card. Probably, I don't know, both or one of them. Trying to remember. Like I said, try to get more research on her. But I felt like from what I've seen, she probably had a strong chance. Just the condition looks pretty good. It could be debate that maybe she might, consider switching over to figure because, but I think she's evolving and growing as an athlete. And I think the point is, I think she feels like she's more closer to physique. And, it's just how it is. You can't, like I said, some women want to stick to a division that works for them and fits how their body develops and how it grows. There's some women, I see interviews with some ladies say that when they ask them, hey, you want to do bodybuilding? They say, nah, it's just too much. You got to put on all that extra muscle. And it's very intimidating to do that division. So, shout out to her. And, I wish her all the best. I hope maybe she, as you know, there's still some shows. There's a lot more shows for women's physique. If she takes the time to recover from an illness, I say healthy. Also, I say safe and healthy recovery. Maybe she can probably, as you know, the announcement from Sarah Vilgas. I would talk about that. Maybe she might do a show like the New York Pro. So But I think, like I said, she's a impressive young lady and she has a lot of potential. Um, so if you do follow what's going on right now, this is stuff, this news is going around in bodybuilding, and it's just this is why I say, what, there's no, like I said, there's no shows. I wasn't, like I said, I didn't watch the Ultima, so I can't really get a good critique of it, other than from the pictures I got from here from their IG, but I'm hoping, like I said, the next show coming up is just Toronto Super Show, and I'm hoping that I get to watch that one. I will watch it, but as you know, one lady who I've become friendly with, she made her announcement earlier this week, and this is great because I think she's an amazing lady. She has a great physique. She has great potential, and that is Tracy Guile. Now, Tracy just decided, she made an announcement that she is going to compete at the Toronto Super Show, and that's great. I mean, I think she has a good aesthetics. She has a great physique. She has a great personality about her. I'm a fan of Tracy. I enjoyed an interview we did a while back, like a little bit after she got a pro card. But she has announced that she is going to compete, make her pro debut, and it's only been maybe just about a month or so since she turned pro at the Toronto Super Show. And I want to wish her the best of luck. I think, Jerry, like I said again, Tracy's a great person. I think she deserves it. She's been competing as long as she has. It's tough, to what you got to put in to compete, and to get this level. But I wish her all the best. As you know, she's getting sponsored, and here is right here. I'm gonna post it here. Her excitement.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I have locked in and I'm going for my pro debut. I'm doing Toronto Pro Super Show on the 9th of June. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's really impressive. I mean, it's exciting for her. She competed at the Amateurs Grand Prix, and because there was only her and another lady competing, she
This whole season has been such an incredible time for me. So much gratitude and I have so much love for all those people out there that supported me and helped me, and the sponsors that have come together to make this show happen. For me to go to Toronto on the 9th of June, oh my God, I'm actually leaving next week on Sunday, and you can tell how excited I am. I'm also nervous, of course, I'm nervous. There's going to be so many great physiques there, and I'm so excited to stand amongst them. I'm so excited to share this with you. Guess what? Guess what?
well, thank you, Tracy, for sharing this good news with us who follow you or are a fan of you. You just she just has a great personality, and she does have. I told her in our interview, she has a great physique. I mean, it's not too much muscle, good amount of muscle, very feminine look. I mean, she does have a lot of tats, but even the girls with that many tats usually still do pretty good. And if you saw at the when Sharonda Hinton competed, she won. As you know, I was rooting for Sharonda Hinton. I mean, that's Sharonda. I was rooting from Marika Jones because Marika interviewed me with me, and I'm still in contact with her. I think she's a really cool lady, a beautiful lady too. I was rooting for uh, Marika, but Sharonda won because Sharonda, who's been a multiple-time Olympic competitor, she took some time off. She hadn't competed in 2021, and she had a great physique. And I think this is what I think we want to see in women's physique. They want to see the nice classic lines. They want to see the nice smooth development. They want to see conditioning. They don't want to see too much muscles. They don't want to see too much size. They want women's physique to be totally different from women's bodybuilding. And I think Tracy does have those aesthetics for the WPD division. And I wish you all the best. So yeah, we got someone here. Just saw a couple people just popped in, and I want to shout out. We got here my man Lawrence Perkins. He says, "Good afternoon, George and Leroy. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Same to you. Also, I think I like Sherry probably will be doing the Toronto Pro show. based on how incredible shape she's gotten recently. As of now, that's the debate. Sherry, I know she says she's thinking about a show, but if you know she lives in Tampa, or no, she lives in Florida, she might want to do a show. But she did go all the way to Canada to get her first Olympic qualification. That was at the Vancouver Island show. So she might try to do that because if there's a lot of strong competition for that show, there's a good chance she might win that show. Or she might try to do something like the Linda Murray show, which is closer for her, or do Tampa, or even do Chicago. But that's a possibility. Um, Warrior. Also, this is what we got here. My man here, he just did an interview just a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
Yesterday. And that's
yeah,
my man
yesterday.
here, KL the Wanderer. How you doing,
Hey,
brother?
what's going on, George? Everybody on the YouTube, what's
Yeah,
popping?
yeah, it's just it was talking with everybody. Tracy has announced that she's gonna be doing the Toronto Super Show. That's the
Yeah,
Sunday after next. So
yeah, I
that'll
see.
be her pro debut.
Yeah,
And I wish y'all the best. Me both KL, also the Female Body Channel, and also David Female Body Forum has interviewed Tracy. And maybe we'll get it on after the show if I can. And because
yeah,
I'm gonna watch the live stream because they do have a live stream for that Toronto show. It works perfectly because it's
okay.
within my time zone when I get my first of the month check. So I have a little money after everything's taken out. So I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
ask a stupid question. Like, how
yeah.
would I get that? Like what on pay-per-view? I gotta look for that.
Well, see what you can do is like this. You just go to the site because usually they Toronto Super Show do have their own IG, and also they have their own um, you know uh, website. So you just go
Okay.
to the website. I'm see if I can pull it up real quick if I can find it.
Hmm.
Give me a second. You go to the website, and they will probably have a list, a link
Okay.
for the live stream. So same thing how I did with New York. Most of the time, most of the big promoters do try to have a live stream for the shows. The one in the Ultimate Classic didn't have a live stream, and I
Yeah.
don't know why that guy who runs the ooh, excuse me, ooh, who runs uh the what's the face promotion. He Midwest promotion. He most of his shows, Omaha, St. Louis, and I think he has another show. They don't do live streams, but generally,
Okay.
most people have live streams now. Like I said, here it is. I'm gonna pull it up here. If anybody wants to check it out, this is the IG,
Okay.
and I will leave the link in the comment section. And you want to follow it, and they do a live stream. They don't have the list yet. So,
Hmm.
this is like the follow the hotel information, especially for the competitors when they check in. It's also it's a it's also a pro am show, which means it's amateurs and pros. And the first part of it is the amateur, where you get your qualify for your pro card. Now the show is on. It starts the ninth, and then the pro part is the Sunday the 10th. I remember doing my interview with Natalie Wolf. She said she wanted to do that show if she didn't qualify for her Olympic qualification, but it's on Sunday, and she felt like she want to work on a compete on a Sunday. I can understand that. I mean, when I was working, I didn't want to work on a Sunday either.
Yeah.
But this is a lot of stuff here if you want to check it out. And like I said, I'll leave the link. It's like I said, it's the Pro Am. That's the I think it's maybe the same day. No, yeah, the Pro Am is the 8th. That's that Saturday. The pro part is the amateurs is on the 8th. That's it's because it's a qualifier. They don't have women's bodybuilding. They do have physique. I don't know. I know it's hard. Not enough competitors compete in women's bodybuilding. But this is the thing I would tell some competitors: if you feel like you want to get your pro card, try to get enough competitors for women's bodybuilding because you know what? There's not too much difference between girls and physique and bodybuilding now. If you look at it, and if you go to a show, it's like 30 or 40 girls competing. Like you got so many different classes. Well, unlike women's bodybuilding physique, they go by alphabet A, B, C, and D classes. And like unlike like with bodybuilding, it's like lightweight, heavyweight, middleweight, those weight classes. So if you see like 50, 60 girls, and you're gonna have maybe 10 12 one class, 10 12 another class, and you feel like you don't have a shot, I would say beforehand, learn the mandatory poses in female bodybuilding. Women's bodybuilding, I mean. And female bodybuilding is just the over conference of all the divisions, but women's bodybuilding is the division itself. And like I said, the uh super show, the main show is on Saturday, and I mean Sunday. And the thing is that it works perfectly because Toronto is in the Eastern Standard Time, so you don't have to worry about missing like a show if you like an hour behind because it's 2 weeks away. Eastern Standard Time. I think they start. Let me see. Let me try to see if I can find the time. Or I put it. I posted with the link, and there's some things already dropped that they're going to compete this show. I saw Jess Fairborn, who says
Mhm.
she's going to compete there. Also, Sophie Leo from France, who's one of three of the top Olympian French competitors. You have Anne-Marie Moon, you have Barbara Majan, and you have Sophie Leo. They're one of the few women who are from France who competes in the physique division. Sophie Leo says she's competing. I know I was talking with Melanie Horton. She said she's going to also compete, and I think a few others. I just wait till the names drop. That'll be next week, and that'll be that they'll drop it that Tuesday when they drop the official names that Tuesday evening. So if you want to maybe copy and paste the link and check out the Super Show for yourself, because you want to watch the live stream. If you can't, like I say, you can't make it to Canada because it's another country away. You get a passport and all that stuff like that. And yeah.
Yeah,
Still like Canada, even though Canada's close to America, it's still another country. So you got to have
yeah.
your passport shit together. Um, Here we got my man Warrior he says, I'm counting on Tracy to win. It's a good possibility, but still, like I said, we have to wait and see. I know there was some ladies supposed to do the show, but they dropped out. I remember, I think I heard that Coley Amandi, who was a very impressive young lady, she competed there last year. She was going to compete at the show, but she decided to drop out. I think Anne-Marie Moon was going to do the show, also New York, but she had knee surgery earlier this year, so we may not see her till the end of the year, or maybe she might do a show at the end of the year, depending. The surgery looks like it's not too bad. Like I think it might just did a little scraping or scoping or something like that. I don't see it. I saw her training. It looked like she did a lot of cutting on her. So she might try to do a show and try to qualify for next year, because she had to work so hard. Uh, this is from Ward 2000 says Tracy Gile is a newcomer who has a lot of personality and presentation. She's someone that will be something special. I would say like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
truthfully.
she seemed like it.
Yeah, she's pretty cool lady. I mean, I enjoy that conversation. Like she went through a lot,
Yeah.
and for yeah, and she's trying to keep it like laugh now, cry later, and, or how my other guy likes to say sometimes, like let's put a smile on that face.
She know
And
it better. She does it better. She does it, that
why you
laugh.
sit down? Shut the fuck.
That,
Shut. Hey, hey, hey. No woman can ever do a Joker. No woman can she can do something else, but no woman can ever do a Joker. It's good. You can't do it like this. You have to learn the cases. You have to the laugh.
she does.
you know,
Well,
it's a
well, she
different
got
form.
you on the laugh with the Harley. I'm gonna call her Harley Quinn because
Yeah,
she
call her
she
Harley
she
Quinn.
gonna
But
be. I'm gonna call her Harley Quinn.
so no female can be the Joker. I know people try to change everything and say, no. The Joker's always been a man.
The gender switch.
Yeah. Sometimes I know they post out that new Fantastic Four movie. They're gonna have a woman playing the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, what movie is this?
It's the new Fantastic Four movie coming out next year.
Oh yeah, nah,
Yeah.
that nah, they overdoing it. Like they either like gender switching or race switching, and nah, I ain't feeling
Well,
it,
the
man.
racism sometimes not too bad, but still, yeah. Sometimes some characters like it's
Hawkman, I didn't like. I didn't
hate
like the like on the Black Adam movie. Like they switch they race swap Hawkman. Cause I mean, cause you just see him as white. Like I mean, the no disrespect the guy that played Hawkman. He was a good actor, but it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Some things like leave it alone. Like, you could have put a black superhero up in there, like Black Lightning or something, somebody else. They, I mean, why do all that? And the movie was trash anyway. People ain't like the movie too much. So
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, it was a big disappointment. I like The Rock. He does some pretty good movies, and with Adam, with
yeah,
the character Black Adam, he's not really white or black. He's Egyptian, and here's
yeah,
one thing: Egyptians don't want to think I'm not black. You are black. We're close to Africa. Don't use that. Say we're
yeah.
Greek. The Greek bloodline has really died out really much a long time ago. You might have some of it, but you're African by association. But
They don't say it that way. I remember I had like a debate with some YouTuber, and she was claiming that you know Egyptians is not black and Nefertiti. I was like, I'm looking at the picture of Nefertiti, and her face is brown. Like, how you explain that? Like, how do you explain that? She's trying to say some slick stuff, and it is what it is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't. Sometimes I don't always want to go deep into the race thing or whatever.
well,
It's
here's
kind
the
of
thing. I don't
bullshit, man.
I don't say race because we're all same race. We're all humans. I say different ethnicities, ethnic backgrounds. We're all humans. We're all the same race. We just got different
Yeah,
colors and different looks. You know, there's like the thing race. People always use that race. We're not different races. We're the same race. We're all humans. We're just different ethnic backgrounds. That's what that is. Like people say, I'm Italian. No, you're just white. That's all you are. That's your ethnic. Your nationality is Italian. That's your nationality. With some Italians, many of them do have a trace of, because one thing you remember the movie 300. A lot the Persians, who Ismail would say are also descended to Africans, they were coming through countries like Italy, Rome. Rome was well, Italy what is, but Rome was the where most people recognize. Also Greece, people like those Armenians and Turks, they are descendants from the Persians and Africans. Some do have that trace of that. They don't want to admit it, but they do have that trace of blood in it. You can do like a DNA test, and you find they have some Saharan Africa because that's where life all started. Is Africa. So and you being a African descent, truly, I'm African descent, but you really are African because your parents came from there. So my bloodline's kind of diluted a little bit because I know I have some mix in it, white, whatever other ethnicities is in my bloodline. But you
you
are
got
truly,
white, baby.
well, you got to think about it. See, slavery. I'm descendant of slaves, and my ancestors were raped and abused, and there's a good chance I do. Native American also, because I'm thinking about doing one of those DNA tests because I started thinking I might try one of these days to see, just see what's flowing in my blood,
But
but
nowadays, it's like this black people. They claiming that they were black people that was here and stuff. So I don't know about all that because I
yeah.
mean I've read about that, but it's like I don't see like no evidence of it, like no substantial evidence
Well,
saying
they say
that,
that
they
we're saying
probably
Native
moved
Americans.
around, like, what I'm saying, like they migrate. I could believe that they migrated and came like from Africa and went to other places. I could believe that, but just to say that they was always here, like, where's the proof to that?
Well, that's a debate we can talk about another day. But like I said, we're
Yeah.
this is about bodybuilding. So anyway, this is some news that's popped up. Is I became a fan of Sarah Vilgus. I was a big fan before of her, but I really have become a fan of Sarah Vilgus. As Sarah Vilgus is the current three-time physique women's physique Olympian champion.
Why you wasn't a
Um,
fan of her before?
I was a big fan of hers. I just wasn't.
Was
But
doesn't
then
feel like that.
hmm, just
You
cause I just
wasn't feel
sometimes you
nothing
don't
like that.
you just don't sometimes you don't like you don't have a reason to like her, you just don't like them. But
Yeah.
I really started to become a fan of hers. What she's doing right now is um what was about a week or so ago, one of the promoters, that's Jack the Tone, he's decided to push out women's physique from one of his shows. That's St. Louis Pro, because there were only 5 competitors. Was it about a month ago? So he's going to switch and put another division in his place. There's a show coming up. Also, I think the same week as the Super Show, and that is the Omaha Pro. I might watch that. I'm flipping the coin. See if the maybe not, because like I said, the Toronto show is a bigger show. They have women's bodybuilding, and the Super Show just have physique. But if they, and I forget, they don't do a live stream for Omaha, so that's one reason why there was point me, that saved me some money, because I don't know why he don't do that, because all you gotta do is just hire some college kids from with AV, and they can set up everything. Kids know how to do this streaming and stuff like that. They you get the right person. It costs you not too much, and then what money you can make out, you can pay them. But Sarah, she promotes the Texas Pro. That's in Texas. That's been around. This is going to be his 4th year. It's a show that Ashley Jones got her first Olympic qualification in physique. That was years that she missed out because she got sick, because she couldn't make the show. She was there, but she couldn't compete because she was sick. Other people had won the show quite a few times, but she's really putting her money where her mouth is. She's a very wealthy wife. Her husband, he makes money. I don't know what kind of money he makes. She also owns her own gym. She's she's getting her hands. She also puts up the money for a show like Pittsburgh Pro. She did that for a couple of times. But Sarah has put out, and this is some news that, especially for the physique division, as you know, I remember we were talking to people. The reason why a lot of these not compete as much this year, because it's kind of early for them. With now the point system's gone, and then it's even like women's bodybuilding. They have to go into a very long prep. They want to come in the best shape, and especially when the judges keep saying, "Hey, we want you this, we want you that, we want you that." They just don't have a. They don't like every so often. Tyler Mannion, who's the vice president of the IFBB, he comes on and say, "Well, we got criteria like this," but he has not ever speak about it. Women's bodybuilding or physique. He'll talk bikini, men's open. He'll talk about 212. He'll talk about classic. He'll talk about men's physique. But he doesn't do the other divisions. He might do figure every now and then, but generally he mostly focuses on bikini wellness and those divisions because they're more aesthetically pleasing. But Sarah announced that she is, as I said again, she's putting her mouth where her money is. And and this is why I really give respect. As so again, she is multiple 3-time physique Olympia champion, and she's announcing that she's going to do something for this upcoming Texas Pro. So we're going to watch, and you're going to see.
What's up, everybody? This is Freddie Knight, one of your co-promoters, along with Sheila Brown and the entire Battle Up Productions team. I'm here with our very own Texas champion, 3-time Miss Women's Physique Olympia, Miss Sarah Villegas. Sarah, 4th year in a row, Texas Pro, your award, your vision, along with AFS. Talk to us about it.
Yes, thank you, Freddie. This year marks the 4th year of my annual Women's Physique Distinction Award. Every year, the competition and the level of talent just gets better and better, and I know that this year is going to be no different. As promised, the prize money is going to be $23,000 for the top 6 competitors, and $15,000 of which goes to the first place winner, along with the beautiful oversized custom trophy. Look, ladies, for those of you who have competed at the Texas Pro for the Women's Physique Distinction Award before, you guys know what kind of event this is going to be. So bring your A game and let's show everybody what the Women's Physique division is all about. Ladies, take the stage August 10th.
As the main event, yes.
So August 10th is going to be, it's going to be a celebration. It's going to be a celebration of the Women's Physique division, and we have so many surprises in store for you guys.
So here's a surprise for you, off the cuff, unscripted. Sarah, if we have 20 or more women with a confirmed contract at the Women's Physique Showdown at the Texas Pro, I will drop, on behalf of Battle Up Productions, another $7,000, totaling the prize purse for the women in the Women's Physique division to $30,000, Sarah. $30K, Women's Physique, IFB Pro League division, Texas Pro, Saturday main event. I have to do this. This is your 4th year. You supported us for the last 3 years. Thank you so much. Are you okay with that? I know that we kind of didn't talk about it.
Well, since you're speaking about surprises, I have a surprise myself. Since you just dropped it on me, I'll drop it on you. I'll return the favor.
Okay.
So this is for my MPC women's physique competitors. Ladies, if you win the overall at your national show between now and the Texas Pro, I am going to fly you out to Texas to come compete at the 2024 Texas Pro for the Women's Physique Distinction Award. Look, I love this division. I love all of the girls. I want you guys to come and experience the Texas Pro. I want you guys to come and experience the Women's Physique Distinction Award. So bring your A game to stage, win that overall, and you're competing for the Women's Physique Distinction Award this year.
Texas Pro. What else is going to happen? You heard it first here. The champ herself confirmed all our new NPC overall winners. We're going to fly them in. August 10th is going to be massive, a monster women's physique announcement. Sarah, this is going to explode. We'll see you all there August 10th with the IFBB Pro League Women's Physique. We'll take the stage, main event, Texas Pro. We'll see you all there.
That is some big news, and
Yeah,
it
that's
is
kind of to do that. That's,
yeah, because she was just at the New York Pro just week before last. She was there. She was also giving up trophies, and also, as you know, she supports that show. It's one of the few shows that still has women's physique and also has women's bodybuilding.
yeah.
And
And I actually,
hmm,
uh, I'm like, how long she been like competing? Like, I don't follow her like that, but
well, I would say at least a little over 10 years or more. As you know, she
okay,
has been to Olympia a couple of times, but it wasn't until 2021 when she um actually this is like when she first earned her career until to now.
yeah.
And she was this is her first NPC show and to where she's now the last Olympia. And she's gonna be for I think since a good part of the I would say 2015, 2016, maybe a little longer than that. And she's
Okay.
been to Olympia a couple of times, but then she cracked top 10 around being about 2020. And then in 2021, she defeated the champion at the time, Shanique Grant. And that was a surprise. I mean, she came out of nowhere because you wouldn't think because Natalia took third at that show, Natalia Coelho, and a lot of people thought Natalia was going to win. And she's the one posting stuff like this. She's made this comment here how 500,000 men's open winner, but no physique, no figure, no women's bodybuilding. I don't care about 212, but she's really been vocal and she's been
Why don't
supporting
she
the division.
I why don't she just focus on like promoting the sport than to just bodybuild? I mean, I don't know.
Well, she's like I said, this is her division. She wants to. She also promotes for bodybuilding, but she promotes for a division too. She is the top contender. She's a champion of her division. Like
I'm
how
just saying, like, I'm down because just saying, why don't she just focus on that instead of just bodybuild? I mean, to compete. That's what I'm trying to say.
well, you got to think about it. After a while, you can't compete forever, and you got to have something to do after you're done competing. So that's a lot. Like a lot of these women, either like good example, Iris Kyle. She runs a gym. She also promotes
Yeah,
shows over in Japan, but it was great if Iris could promote shows here in the United States. I think a lot of companies would love to have support, do a show that's promoted by Iris Kyle. You have to have something because you know what? This bodybuilding, you can't do it forever. You know,
yeah, that's
you,
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
cause
So this is something she likes to do. This is something she knows. She knows bodybuilding. She does other
yeah,
stuff too, but this is her niche. Being the champion, this is something she likes doing. You find something you like to do, you can, make a career out of it. Other stuff maybe not be what you like to do.
but that's what I'm trying to say. Like everything you saying, I'm saying it. I'm asking you, like, why don't she just be just a promoter than bodybuilding? Because I mean, like, what's the sense of her competing? Like, you know what I'm
One
saying?
thing is,
Like,
that's what she wants to do. She likes to
okay,
compete.
all right,
Same
all
way,
right.
like Andrea promotes the other shows. She just did a weekend. She just guest posed at a couple of shows. She guest posed a show that's promoted by her coach John Simmons. It's something she likes to do. Maybe, like I
No,
said, like I said, sometimes you just want to just do one thing and say you want to still be active. Maybe someday when she
right.
feel like it's time for maybe if she lose her next Olympia, and now she's doing some promotion stuff. She might do that, but right now she wants to compete.
All right.
Yeah. Here we got
I
here. This is
was.
from yeah.
No, go ahead.
He-
You know,
Here's this from a man warrior. It said Ashley Jones is a genetic gifted specimen that will be a big contender in the Rising Phoenix top five for sure. I believe so. Also, this is from Warrior says you think Sarah Vilgas has a bit of an ego, or is it just like to be flashy with the trophy image? Hey, why not? That's the thing is a lot of these bodybuilders have an ego. Come on,
yeah,
it's not nothing new. When I learned stuff that it's about. So you got to think about this, Warrior. You're on the stage, you present yourself. You should be proud of what the work you put into to develop this body. If you don't have ego, what's the point of it? I mean, sometimes somebody say, "Well, that's considered." No, that's what they do. You go on stage, you can't say, I doubt myself. I know I can't. I got these little girls coming here and taking on my title. Yeah, 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 yeah. But if you're sure of yourself, and like I said, that's her. She's the one that's helped this show out because they work with the promoters. The promoter said he's gonna put another $7,000 if they get over 20 women for the show. And that's gonna go into the prize money. That's why for usually it's like top five competitors gets top prize money for the show, but then it's go to top 10. That means that after you get a good chunk of change, like think about it, 15,000 for the winner, then here there for the others, and then after that, that's it. But then 6 to 10 gets $1,000. And then
mm,
also, you got competitors that Sarah, as you know, she's a rich man's wife. She's gonna fly in the new pros for women's physique. Just I'm talking to one lady who just turned pro last week. Was at in Charleston, South Carolina. I told her, hey, shoot your shot. Some other ladies just turned pro recently. Guess what? Ladies just turned pro overseas. She's paying for the cost of them to come over here, and all they gotta do is come compete. Just if there's just they have to cover the room and board and everything else. But hey, you gotta think about it. Somebody paying for your plane ticket, and that's like maybe depending where you're from, that's $2 or $3,000 you're gonna save. Hey, you should jump on it. Uh,
yeah. I mean, it's cool.
yeah, we got here from a man or Roy here from around said, "Hey, you all, hey, you do, Roy?" He
What's up,
said,
bro?
"What's up with the PFPKLA?" He's talking about.
Hey,
I think he's
what's
talking about
up?
your hmm? And
What is he
also,
talking about?
I
My
think he says,
profile?
yeah, I think he's talking about your profile.
Oh, yeah. I took a picture of this girl. Actually, if I could
Uh,
do some, if I could like make if I could record her doing yoga and stuff, and she did, she let me do it, and then I just like turned it into a picture and stuff. So
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
I
hey,
know
that's
I'm big like that.
yeah. Okay. This is also some voices. Ashley told me she'll be Miss Olympia this year. She can tell you that, but it may not come true. So like I said, Andrea is like I said, Andrea has the formula. She has great physique, good aesthetics, very attractive. Nothing against Ashley, you know, but Andrea is just, and my man Warrior will back me up on this. Says, shout out to Warrior says, that remains to be seen. And that's true because if she can if she crack the top five at the Rising, that's pretty good. The Olympia is another different situation, but this is one thing. As you know, I do follow a lot of these ladies. I try to keep up with them, especially on social media. One lady, I was surprised. I thought originally she wasn't going to do this show because I thought she didn't put an application for the Rising Phoenix, and that is Alcione Barito. Alcione is number
I see
three.
on body.
Yeah, she's number three, behind. Excuse me. You know, got listen. He's number three behind um, uh, Angela Yo. Angela Yo is number two behind um, Andrea, Andrea. And I saw this. It was posted on the Female Body channel, and I follow these guys, and they posted this that she is already she's already part of the list for this year's Rising Phoenix. And she posted, and there she is. She's right here at the bare bottom. Arsenio Santos now. I would just be Barrito, but Santos, that's a married name. And this makes it 18 ladies. You also got to count the lady who's going to win the Rising Phoenix if she goes or not. Then it was originally 17, but then Alcione She's now now it's up to 18. Now, if the lady who wins the the Miss International title at the Chicago Pro, that's the Miss International now is a pro qualifier. If she wins the overall, she's invited to the Rising Phoenix. But if she don't,
Yeah, I have a,
hmm?
no, this is what this is the Miss International. Like, I thought they cut that off like years ago.
Well, they did cut it out. As you know, it was part of the Winter Classic, and after 2013, after 2013, they dropped it because that was the year that
Okay.
Iris won because they didn't like the way Iris looked, and it was like and then Jake did this about 6 7 years ago. He turned it into a pro qualifier. It's no longer Olympia qualifier for pro competitors. It's a pro qualifier. Remember Hannah Hussein, when I did an interview her, she said she was going to do that show, and another girl, Taylor Rocky, did the show. But then because only her and Taylor, Hannah dropped out. Taylor won her pro card, and she was the first lady in almost a couple of years to go to the Rising Phoenix. The last two ladies who won it before then didn't go. I don't know, maybe because they feel like they were ready or the expense of going to all the way to Arizona. I don't know. But Taylor Rocky has been the first one in the last couple of years that went to the Rise of Phoenix. As you know, there's an invitation. It's an invitational show, meaning you get invited. And I didn't know, I wasn't sure that Alcione put an application because somebody say I remember I was hearing Teresa Vossa said in an interview with Glenn over the Amazon Fitness that she was going to put an application, but she didn't because I think she's working at Olympia. And it wasn't long ago. Alcione had got an injury. It was right about the end of the year, like maybe a month right after she won, made place third at the Olympia. And she last time before then in 2022 she was in, I think it was eighth or seventh, and then she comes in and she gets third place, and that's pretty good. That's a pretty good jump from the
Mm.
previous year. And then on the social media, she posted that she had gotten an injury. I believe it was a foot and a shoulder. And I think where is I saw it here. It's somewhere deep, deep, deep in here because she posted it where she had to get surgery on her shoulder and her foot. And I think that was around about I think December because when was the Olympia? It was November for the Olympia. I think she had an injury around. Um, I think the injury was around maybe December, but she did post it on here if I can find it. She's a mom. She has a son,
Yeah.
and she posted that she had gotten injured. And here's a picture right here where it was her. I think it was her knee and her shoulder, and she went into surgery. And it was like pretty much you might say towards the end of the year, end of last year, and about she's recovering. She's got she's still wearing a sling. You can still see the bandage on her knee, and she's
But
still
how she
recovering.
got the injury?
I forget what it might have been. Something she was training or something, an accident or something.
Mm.
Like I said, I don't know, I don't speak or know Portuguese, so you know, but from stuff that you see at her ankle and her back of the knee and her right here,
Oh,
she
she don't
she's still
speak English. Well, yeah,
no, she's
a lot of
Brazilian.
them don't speak. Yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of them don't speak
don't
English.
speak English. Like Lavinia, she lives here now in the States, but she still doesn't speak English.
Yeah,
We you got things. That's why I don't do too many interviews with. I would love to interview with her because she follows me on social media. I've been post stuff. She likes it.
yeah.
I would love to
A
interview
lot
with
of
her,
them.
but I know David did an interview with Zama,
Yeah.
but her husband translated. The thing is, translation sometimes you lose something when you do an interview and you have to get a translate for them and you have to translate for you, and then sometimes something that goes over as well.
But
But
don't
as
they
you know,
do that in boxing though? Like with
that's
the
boxing.
like,
That's
yeah.
different. But
But what's the
that's boxing.
difference?
That's
What's
boxing.
the difference?
That's
What's the
boxing.
difference?
That's
It's a
boxing.
sport, right? Like they
Yeah,
telling
but it's
you
not. It's like
about.
this. That's them. Not everybody's going. Hey, I don't know anybody who can speak. Well, I do know a couple ladies, but I don't know if they have time they would want to do it or not. And
But
then
I mean, I seen the interview. It wasn't a bad interview. Like
yeah, it was a bad
she
interview.
was just. It was like basic stuff that he was like translating to her, like
Yeah,
just like how
yeah,
you got started in bodybuilding. And then
yeah.
she explained, and then he 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 translated it. So I mean,
Yeah,
like, what
but
is
like I
it
said,
to Mitch?
but to me, that's me. I like to really have a good conversation. I just sometimes you got to
Right.
translate a lot of stuff, and sometimes you lose stuff in translation, especially
Yeah,
conversation.
that could be true. That could be
Yeah,
true.
that's and that's why I would love to, if like I said,
It
if she,
depends on the person.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but she's been working with um the 10-time champion Iris Kyle. She's been here in the States, and it's Iris and her partner Hideki, and she really has evolved. She's working with Iris. Here's yes.
Com a 10 vezes melhor do mundo, a única Miss Olímpia, Iris Kai, você treinada por ela. Então eu estou aqui para falar para vocês, acredite em seus sonhos.
Yeah, so that's one thing is yeah, I probably can maybe get somebody like Bruna, who I know. We know Bruno
Yeah.
Bruna, and she's from Brazil. Also, there's Amanda Santos. Maybe I can get them to come out and do me the translation. But like I said, it really you know translating from one person to another, and I still it worked for
Yeah.
David. That's David, but me, I it's a lot easier just to speak to somebody who can you can really have a good conversation with. You know, yeah,
Yeah. You
everybody's
like to
different.
talk. So
Yes, I like to talk. And, I just don't like me. I don't just ask the basic questions. I like also
right.
this is why my style is. I like to have a conversation too. We can have a good back and forth. And that's just
Yeah.
like I ask the questions, but also you want the interview to be like not too stale, boring. You want to be good back
Yeah.
and forth, good conversation. That's
You
what
want
you
to be
like. This
like
is my
Shannon
style.
Sharp. You like the Shannon Sharp. bit.
I would say like Shannon Sharp, but yeah, that's
I watched a
you know
couple of his interviews. I mean, his stuff was cool. He was like talking with Charles Barkley and Crawford. Yeah, I was watching some of that. It was cool.
yeah. Well, here's is a recent video of her, and you can see. Look at her back. She has put a lot of density. Because that's number three spot. Number three spot qualifies for Olympia. She's just doing the rise and just do it,
Mm,
because it's an invitational show. But she's already qualified for Olympia because she's number three. Um, it's like I said, she's really focused and working with somebody like Iris, who's a 10-time Olympia champion. That really helps. You know. Um, how she's going to place this show, it's all depending. Like I said, get Ashley Jones coming in. Also, I follow other ladies who out there really putting some good work in. It's all depending what condition she's going to bring in. And like I said, she's and you also have Helen Trevino coming back this year. You know, she if she can fight off those two or three ladies, she can probably hold
mm,
her number three spot. Here this is from my man, Warrior 2000 says, Andrea Shaw is humble, don't see no ego with her, and she's one of the sweetest persons ever seen. Yeah, I have heard that often from ladies who uh
yeah.
who I've done interviews with who know her. Also, this is from Roy says she beat out Lavinia like she was not nothing. LOA, not being biased. I if you have I would say that fraud Lane talking about it, she's very dangerous. If not to win, she'll be second. Oh, you talk about Ashley Jones. Like I said, you still have to worry about if conditioning Levine's going to bring in, factoring also uh, Angela Yo, who's number two, and also Helen Trevino that could come back. You know, like I said, I was like rooting for Marika Jones at New York, and Marika took fourth at that show. Um, Here we got here somebody to pop in if he's gonna wait to see if he's gonna fully in. We just wait.
Balls deep. Oh, I thought.
No, no, not balls deep. I'm surprised Raheem Hamp's not here because I think today's Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day, so I think he might have a day off. I don't know. Raheem, where are you, brother? You
It's
always talking
raining
shit. Where are
outside.
you?
It's kind of. It ain't like. It
Yeah,
ain't like
you
you
got
hanging
nothing to
out
do.
like that.
Yeah,
So
nothing to do. Even male athletes are talking about Ashley Jones, so she's a superstar born. Yeah, I will give that. Also, this is from Warrior. He says this. He says, because male athletes don't get that excited over the women bodybuilders like they, but Ashley brought so much attention. Yeah, that does help. Also, this is from Roy. He says, Andrea is nice, but she hates me a bit, especially. LOA, because I kept posting about Natalia should move up, LOL. Well, that's the thing is, Natalia's not gonna ever move up, and you don't rub that shit in somebody's face. And like I said, like my man, he's not here today because I know he was supposed to guest posing for John Simmons' show this weekend. Maybe he's taking some time to rest, and we might have him again. But you don't, she loves competition. That's why she's the one to tell Ashley, "Hey, move up." She's told that to a couple other ladies, "Come move up, come here, come here. It's crowded over there. There's more opportunities here. Come up, come on, come on, come on. You want to shot the title? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on." That's how it is. Um, this is from Roy. It says, "I have a few complaints in shares on uh Oxion's page. She's very nice. Her husband's too, and Iris is also pretty chill. Yeah, I like Iris Caroline. I hope maybe someday I get her on. We chatted one time about doing an interview, but she told me that she has a contract with this and that. That. So okay, cool. I'm not gonna worry about it. But yeah, if Aussie Young really works on her conditioning. I think one issue is that she was a physique competitor. She has great broad shoulders, but she just need to bring more size to her legs. She's kind of like a lot of these ladies who switch her physique. We just don't like good as who switch her physique. Just really need to work on. She's getting great upper body size, but she just need to be more even. I think that's one thing that's if she's not even like if she like Andrea, who's really fully her aesthetics are great. Everything is her. She has a small waist. She has a broad shoulder. She has the quads. She's just everything is that often I say like this. She's like the fifth element. She's perfect. But then some people be missing a few things here and there, and you want to beat her, you have to really take a shot at it. This is from Roy says, "I want to join." Well, join in. Hey, you just click the link, join in. You might, I don't know, maybe you have some problems. I know sometimes some people might have, because he's in India. Maybe you
Yeah.
might have problems with Wi-Fi or something like that. If you can find a way to join in, brother, you're welcome. I usually have our usual suspects, but they're not here today. So, shout out to them. But this is like I said, Alcione is very impressive. Some of the ladies here, so again, there's a shot that if she can, like I said, maintain, good amount of muscle definition, she could possibly hold her spot, at third. But you still have one lady who probably could chop away at that, and she's very impressive. I know some people saying that she might, like one guy who I know I follow, she might, win, but I don't think so. I'm a
Who's
fan.
this?
I'm a fan of her. Hmm?
Who's this? What you said? Like,
Well, he said there's a good chance that this person who I know told me that she might get in the top three. Well, she looks pretty good, but I don't know. Like I said, you still have to deal with people like Ashley, Alcione, also Angela and Hella. But I've been following her. I follow her. I know I interviewed her. That is Mrs. Sherry Priami, and
okay.
Sherry, is a impressive physique. Wait, we got somebody come here.
Can
We
you hear
got
me?
here Roy. We had here seen him in a long
Hey,
time.
bro, what's up, man?
Hi, how are you?
Hey. So see Roy, he's an Andrew Shaw hater. He
No,
hate
I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. I mean, what to say? I mean, we had our differences. I mean, with Andrea. I don't know. I mean, she's the only one. She kind of like doesn't interact and things like that. Maybe because I kind of like root for others. So I mean, I also had a chat with her regarding I mean, let's clear the beef. I mean, I was not supporting Angela and things like that, and she was like, "You can root whoever you want. I'm gonna win anyway." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you're gonna win." And she's very confident. I really like that about her, but it's okay. I mean, it's not only about her. Some people just don't engage with fan excuse me, with fan pages and things like that. Michaela also doesn't, so it's cool. It's not like I hate her or something. And when I was talking about Natalia, it was maybe like Natalia doesn't want to move up, and Natalia is her friend. And Natalia also texted me that you should stop doing that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop doing that because of that reason, because they're very close friends. So I mean, both of them kind of like don't want me to do that. So I have kind of seen the people who are closer to Andrea Shaw, they kind of like stay away from my page and things like that. But I don't know. I'm just trying to help. I mean, this thing
Yeah,
happens.
you
I don't
gotta
know.
be
Yeah,
careful because they
yeah,
they
and
they
so
gonna
Yeah,
get
I have
on
to
you.
be extremely careful right now.
Yeah,
So
and also they don't need
very,
your
guard.
very
help.
careful. So
They don't need your help because they already know what they need to do. Because and also like I
Yeah,
said, even though if you look at Natalia, she looked like she could be in women's bodybuilding, but she's not going to go there. She
hmm
she feels a lot more comfortable where she's at in physique. She was a champion before. There's a chance she might be a champion again.
she looked like she
Moreover,
could be a bodybuilder though.
yeah.
Like I see her
she looked like
legs.
she could. Yeah, she looked like could be, but
hmm
it's not going to happen. She's
Right.
gonna stay where
I
she's
mean,
at.
it's most probably not gonna happen because the thing is, she can actually hold back. I mean, it's easier to hold yourself back than to push forward. So she can just easily cut down her drugs and things like that. So it's easier that way. And the thing is, she loves to be in women's physique. The thing is, she has love for the division, and she actually does not want to do women's bodybuilding. That is the thing. So that is what she told me. Now, yeah, it makes sense. It does make sense. But I don't think she's going to win anymore. I don't think she's going to win anymore because I mean, I heard this from several coaches that they are not going to let her win. You know what I mean? Not because of I'm not saying politics and things like that, but they're most probably not gonna let her win. You know, because Sarah is giving back a lot. Sarah, she's doing a lot. I mean, there's not many people who can take their money out of their pockets and give it to other people. And I mean, and it is not something to be blamed for. You know, Natalia is not, she's not to be blamed for this, because the thing is, Natalia is rich, but she's not mega rich like Sarah. Sarah can do that
Well,
easily.
not like
It's
a husband.
$25,000 is nothing for her. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
nothing for her.
Well, like I said, she's rich adjacent by her husband. It's just because they always fly to the Olympia and Lear jet. She was supposed to guest pose at the Pittsburgh Pro, but
hmm
then her jet had some kind of issue that it couldn't make it. You know, like I said, this is why I have because Sarah's putting her money where her mouth is. Now Natalia
Yeah,
did, she
she
did
can
put up
she
some
can
money.
do that. I mean,
Yeah,
Natalia is doing how, I mean, what is in her capacity, she's doing. She's
yeah,
doing the most she can, you know,
yeah.
and she cannot be blamed for that. I mean, she gets a lot of hate. I don't really, the hate doesn't make any kind of sense. That is the thing. I mean, because if you have a problem with that, why are you not doing anything? At least she's doing something. Natalia,
hmm
talking about Natalia, at least she's doing something.
Yeah, because I remember I posted when Sarah started doing stuff. Said somebody said, "Why you want to talk about that?" And this truth, this was from another
hmm
bodybuilder. I said
hmm
because you can't expect it from coming from outside the sport. It has to come in
right.
within. If someone like Sarah puts up the money, she has it. She can
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
Natalia, she's
Yes.
doing. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Natalia because the fact that she do too many shows. She takes opportunities
hmm
away from. I like her physique. I see she's posted. I see she's been in my life a
hmm
couple of times. She even likes the stuff I posted, but just you're
Let's be
taking the
real.
opportunity.
I think she earns that way. You know, Sarah doesn't have to do shows in order to earn money, but Natalia actually needs to do that
Yeah,
to
I know that.
earn
Yeah,
money for showing up. She gets money that way, and these people need to realize that
yeah.
you cannot
But I
hate
think
on
one
people
thing,
because of that.
well, that's the one thing. A lot of competitors don't want to go head to head against at that one
Exactly.
point the current
hmm
physique champion. I
Miss
mean,
Olympia. Yeah, exactly.
Miss, yeah,
Yeah, of
yeah.
course, that definitely makes sense. I mean,
Not Miss
they're
Olympia,
right from
Miss
their
Physique
perspectives.
champion, not Miss Olympia. Miss Olympia
Exactly.
is Andrea
Exactly.
Shaw.
Exactly.
Remember that.
Exactly.
Correct
I
yourself.
even told her that.
That she is the physique Olympian champion. It's like, okay, you'll call a
Right.
212 guy the Mr. Olympia. He's not. He's a
Mhm.
212 Olympian.
Exactly.
But you call
Exactly.
when you dress someone like either Sarah
hmm
or Natalia,
hmm
they're the physique Olympia champion. The Miss
hmm
Olympia, true Miss Olympia, is always going to be is Andrea Shaw,
Exactly.
like
I mean,
Iris
that
Kyle,
legacy. Exactly.
Corey Everson. Yeah, that
Exactly.
is Miss Olympia. It wasn't for Miss Olympia, there
That
wouldn't
is
be a
the
Miss Music
legacy.
Olympia. That's Olympia. I want to agree with
Exactly.
that. But like I
Yes.
said, yeah, like I said, these ladies are really cool with each other. They backstage hang out.
I don't see
They
much
just
difference here.
yeah, not much difference. But like I said, the tire is a little bit smaller, but she could probably hold her
Just on
own
the
against.
arms. She's just smaller on the arms.
Yeah, I mean, she
Hmm.
can probably hold her own if she does switch over. She probably could be push out somebody like
She'll be
Angela
top
Yo.
5.
Yeah.
No, no, not Angela. No way. I mean, right,
Yeah,
currently
he likes
the kind of
Angela.
size Angela has. No, not because I like her. The thing is, currently the kind of size she's having, it's not Sarah, not Natalia. Nobody from women's physique can beat her. She's extremely big at this point. She's very big.
Mm, uh-huh.
Hmm.
Well, one lady I was going to speak about, is who I got a pleasure interviewing, is Sherry Priyami, and Sherry, she did pretty good.
I just had a talk with Chris, her husband.
Oh, her
Hmm.
boyfriend. Did they get married? I don't think they
Her
got married
boyfriend?
yet. Yeah,
Oh, they're not
yeah.
married. Oh, I thought
No,
they're
no,
married.
no, 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 no. That's her boyfriend. He was, they. I
Ah, I
remember when I
see.
talked to them. If they got married, she would post it.
Mhm.
So I'm married now, but no, that's her boyfriend. They've been
Mhm.
together for a good while.
Mm.
Been around her
I
kids.
see.
Her oldest son just graduated from high school. Her daughter
Yeah.
just went into the nunnery. She's now a
Mhm.
full fledged nun, and she still
Mhm.
have her youngest son. He loves his mom. He supports her because
Yeah.
that's the baby. The baby is always the mom's favorite because that's the last one. You got
Yeah.
in my family. I'm the middle son, and the oldest that's father's because that's the one that represents him. That's father's favorite. The baby is mama's last. That's the favorite, and the middles we have to fight for our love. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
Always.
Sherry, she is impressive. Was
She's
she?
impressive. I mean, I asked Chris that did the legs go up? I asked Chris, and he's told me that we are still working. And I asked for which show is she doing. He told me that they haven't decided yet, but it's going to be very soon. I think Toronto or they're doing Big Evolution. One of these two. I can
That's in
confirm
Portugal.
that. Hmm.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw.
Barbara
Yeah,
is
because
doing Portugal. I'm very excited for her.
I think she's doing physique.
Yeah, of course, she's doing physique, but still,
Because he,
Barbara is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
I love her. I absolutely love her.
Like I say, I had the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Miss Majan.
Yeah, I
She
watched that whole
is.
interview.
I also
Honestly,
just like uh you know Sherry. She's also mom, and she can you believe this woman's gonna be 50?
yeah.
Yeah,
The muscle maturity,
I mean,
Yeah,
she's been top four contender to the Olympia at
yeah.
least three times.
It helps actually. I mean, when you're older, it helps for the women. It
Hmm.
actually helps. It actually
Yeah,
helps.
yeah, because we talked
Why
about
do you
Lee
think? Why do
earlier.
you think Ashley beat Levina out so easy? Why do
I
you think?
think one thing about Lavinia is that even though she has a impressive physique, and
She
I think,
has mass, no definition on that physique.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
one thing was her
And
because
she will need a lot of time for that. And I mean I saw a lot of people complaining about why Livina was looking so better and things like that. I mean, come on, she's going against black genetics. I mean, not to talk about race and things like that, but black genetics, it always has a big advantage over the other races. It has always happened.
other
It
ethnicity.
has
I don't say
always
race.
happened.
I don't say
Yeah.
race. I'm like I told Kia, I don't say race because we're all the same race. They're all humans. I say other ethnicities. That's why I say ethnic
But still,
backgrounds. Yeah, I don't say
I
race.
mean, you cannot really talk about. I mean, you have to mention that because Andrea Shaw. I mean, now we are talking about Ashley Jones can be her competitor because the thing is, the kind of qualities that black women have, white women don't have that. Let's be real about it. It is
Yeah,
what it
and
is.
you can't forget Lavinia. She's Brazilian. Brazilians do have some black genetics because that was the area where
I haven't
slaves.
heard anything like
Yeah,
that.
they do have black genetics because you ever seen if you ever go to Brazil, you will see there's some dark looking Brazilians, about as dark as you because you're from India.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Also,
Some of them are biracials, right?
yeah, some of them, mixed cultures because it's a country of mixed
Yeah.
cultures,
Mhm.
and they are many
You
of them are
you'll find
descendants of
that here
slavery.
here in India as well. You'll find that
Yeah,
here in India.
because you're not too far from like
Hmm.
you're right there. You're like somewhere between Asia and between a bit ways about
Yeah,
to Africa. You're right there in the middle. You're not that far. Also, that those Australians, the Aborigines, they have
yeah.
Aborigine can look like almost like an Indian. Also even
Yeah.
like
Bro,
they're
you
black
I
because
mean,
they have that.
I'm dark as hell.
you ever been to the United States?
I'm dark as hell.
You ever been
No,
to
the
the
darkest.
United States?
What is
He
What?
said he's
Yes,
been to.
Have
yes.
you ever been to to the United States,
Oh my God,
to
I wish
America.
I wish I could be.
But maybe
I
Uh,
wish.
someday, like I said, someday, take your
I
time.
wish. It's a dream.
Yeah. Everybody likes it. This is, I say this often, especially when I talk to competitors from across the
Yeah,
world. I say like
yeah,
this: America is like Hollywood. Everybody wants to come here. This is a country
exactly.
it's
where
not a
there's
big
other
deal.
countries there's more opportunities, but America's always put itself as a shining globe. But in fact, this is not that shiny. History is it kind of
Mm,
have a little
no,
dirt on
not
its
because of
history.
that. The thing is because you're staying there. That's why you're feeling that. But our life is super hard over here.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah,
It's super hard.
it's rough in
Yeah,
India and other countries like that.
yeah,
But as American, yeah, we understand, but we forget about how other countries live sometimes. But
you guys
I
are
mean,
lucky.
some people got their struggles, some
yeah,
people don't. That's how it is in America. So
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
here, as you mentioned, as we know, the New York Pro was like about a couple of weeks ago, and I
Hmm.
saw that somebody sent me this post. I think it was sent to me by Lawrence, and it was a
Yeah,
comparison between Ashley and Lavinia, and you can
yeah.
really see where in
yeah,
which Ashley she's like in a.
She's way ahead. She's way ahead.
Yeah, especially
She's
when you
way
look
ahead.
at the quads and on the abs. Lavinia, she looks pretty good, but she's a bit,
The
uh,
genetics. Oh my God.
yeah, the
It's
back.
just, yeah, you can see that. I mean, if I talk about mass, the mass is kind of similar, but if you see the details, the kind of round muscle bellies, the 3D, I mean, it's over for her. It's
Yeah,
just some
right.
people have, some people don't have. As I was talking about race and stuff,
Yeah,
they do
but
have that. Let's be
like here
real.
the traps. You see how the traps really are more like Ashley. She's really popped out, while Lavinia you don't
The
really see as
symmetry, if you
strong.
talk about symmetry, if you talk about the lower back, everything she has better. I mean, I love Levina. I hope she's not listening, but
She don't speak English. Sometimes she don't know about shit.
oh
She
my
speaks
God.
no English. I've seen her. I follow her. She's right now. She's
No,
in.
she speaks English. Oh my God, she responds to me in English only. She knows
Yeah,
English. Yeah,
yeah, she knows English,
nah,
but
they
she
be
doesn't
hating
speak it.
on, they be
yeah.
upset with you. I thought I'd be the one they be hating.
No,
I'm not
people
getting
have
what
the
you're saying. What is he
yeah,
saying?
but
No, I
they
was
say
saying that they seem like they're upset with you. I noticed that
No, no, no.
certain
Levina
things
is
you do.
not upset with me. The thing is, I have presented my page in such a way that nobody can be upset with me, because the thing is, I promote kind of like everybody. I post everybody's pictures. I make edits for everybody, because let's be real, that is not my thing at the end of the day, because they are
Mm.
kind of like celebrities at the end of the day, and they want to be treated like celebrities and things like that. And I do that. That is the thing. And I don't like try to text them a lot and things like that. When I need some pictures, I tell them, can you send me this picture, can you send me that? So that's the thing. Yeah, I
And I
don't
know
go
some.
like overboard with them.
Yeah, I know some ladies. They send me some stuff. I don't even ask for it. I say, hey, if you're cool, I can post it. Like I just how ladies send me a
Yeah,
couple of things, and I post it. We have Lavinia. She's working with Christina
Levina is very
Mendoza.
nice. She
Yeah, and
needs Christina right now. Her posing is terrible. My God,
yeah, and here she is with Amanda Machado.
her
Amanda's from
posing.
Brazil.
Oh
She's
my
Brazilian.
God. I
She's a
mean,
Brazilian competitor.
I don't want to be mean, but her posing, she really needs to work on that. I mean, she shakes so much, she cannot hold her poses. And Ashley was like, she was destroying her in the mandatories because of that. Her physique is amazing, but she doesn't know how to present it. And Christina can help her with that. I mean,
Mm,
she did the absolute right thing.
yeah,
Absolute right
yeah.
thing.
And, she has made some alterations. And, as you know, this was her earlier in her career, and this is her recently. We
Yeah.
know it's a couple of things about her. I like I said, I as a guy, like this is one she posted. Hey yo, hey
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
I mean,
This looks
I
good.
I mean, I should put the adult advisory on this, but
No body
she
pain.
right
The
here,
caption
if
is interesting.
she's also this is her husband. She's married, so it's
Yeah.
always yeah. He's
I wish she just had natural delts. I just wish. I think she kind of that doesn't look right. I don't know. To
yeah,
me it doesn't look right.
yeah,
I
because
hope
this
people
is
are not
she's
listening.
yeah, yeah. She. I think this is it's like we talked about this how some women get it
Yeah.
because it makes them feel more aesthetically, feminine.
It doesn't look right.
Yeah, I think whoever she did hers somewhere in Brazil. They're
Yeah.
more better at BBLs than they do with boob jobs. I mean, it looks a little bit overdone. Here she is. She's
Yeah, that's because the skin is kind of like stretching in the middle. The doctors didn't do a good job.
yeah. It's like
And
it's a weird little spot in between
yeah,
her.
in between. Yeah,
Yeah, because I remember when she was like, there's a photo here of her where she's on um right here, which is this is at New York. You can see how it's kind of
yeah,
like
yeah. It's weird. I mean, when I post her pictures, I blur that area. I mean, I edit that thing out when I post her pictures. Oh my god, I hope she's not listening.
like I said, she doesn't know my channel and she speaks no
I edit it.
but here
I
she
edit
is,
it out.
she really has evolved ever since she turned pro. Remember she turned pro a couple of years ago. And
Mhm.
no, a couple of years ago, and then she got a pro card.
Yeah.
She got her Olympic qualification. She
Mhm.
beat Alcyon at the Brazil show because there were only two competitors that show. And then
Really?
I think that Brazilian show they
Okay, let me see.
dropped women's bodybuilder the next year. I think the Brazilian show was gone
Yeah,
because one lady competed that show who got her Olympic qualification.
yeah.
That was Zoma,
That's
and
terrible. Hmm.
yeah, I know because promoters and money and all that other stuff. But
Zama
she
is really
announced,
good.
yeah,
Mm.
Zama, she announced that I saw this is posted on Female Body Check because I follow those guys.
She wants to beat Sarah this year.
Yeah, she's going to be doing the Tampa Pro and also the Texas Pro
Tampa Pro.
and Texas.
That was
See,
not it. Yeah, Texas makes sense, but Tampa, why would you want to do that?
because like she's got same thing like Natalia. Like you mentioned, she gets paid by promoters to compete. It's just right. It's right here
Yeah,
because I don't. Like I said, it's if I was if it was translated, she's translation. See, let me put the translation right here. She said that 10 weeks to go for Tampa
Tampa
Pro,
Pro.
11 weeks for Texas,
Wow.
and 20 weeks for the Olympia. As you know, she's top three competitors, so that means she's automatically going to the
She's
Olympia.
going to win easy. Everybody knows
And
that. It's going to
yeah,
win easy.
yeah, she has, and I
She's
like a lot
doing
of physique.
Texas. That's great. She's doing Texas.
Yeah,
That's great.
I remember she was doing an interview with
Somebody
um
wants more followers. Correct.
yeah, yeah. I remember she was
I
doing an
mean,
interview with
her
David.
followers are gonna grow. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway, I remember she was doing an interview with David. She mentioned she has two kids. She was working, she was going through. She was a
Oh,
victim
she's
of
a mother.
domestic abuse. She
Ah.
she was working in the gym, and that's how she got into bodybuilding. And
Uh-huh.
she, like I said, she has a great. I like the fact that she. One thing I like about her is that she doesn't. She's not too tatted,
Hmm.
and she's not been to the wheel of silicone. And I've seen pictures of
Yeah.
where she did. Was it back in
She's very
2022? She
feminine
did.
looking. She's very
Yeah,
feminine looking.
yeah. She did compete in
You
bodybuilding
can
for a
see
minute.
here. You can see here
Yeah,
the
she did.
femininity I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. She did compete in bodybuilding for a minute,
Hmm.
and she
Hmm.
was top three at the 2022 Romanian Muscle Fest.
She
Some
will
thought
not
she
do
might
good
have,
in bodybuilding.
yeah. Some I remember when she competed her made her pro debut at the Puerto Rico Pro. That was in
Yeah.
it was in when it had the Bahamas that year because of the pandemic.
Yes.
That Lena Popa said that she has those aesthetics for women's bodybuilding, but she
Yeah, she
competed.
does have. What I'm saying is that her upper body and lower. I mean, she can do women's bodybuilding, but because that imbalance is there, you can see her quads are much bigger than her upper body. The arms are much smaller in comparison to the legs. If you see one of her front double biceps, you'll see that. I mean, you have to see her in a suit first.
Yeah, here he's got wearing the
This
suit,
is off season.
but still, yeah, you want to go back? We can go back to when when she
My
last
God, I
competed at
commented on
Olympia.
everything. Yeah,
You know,
you can see the quads here. Just see the quads when she flexes it. How much bigger they are.
but her shoulders, look
For
at the
me,
delts.
I think they're a little bit imbalanced.
But
A little bit.
look, she has that upper body, the width, the shoulders and the
Yeah,
delts.
the
She has
arms
a
can be
great
bigger.
that great graininess and that treatiness they talk about, especially around the quads and the. You didn't want the women
She
in
can beat Sarah, man. She can beat Sarah.
she probably could, but you
Yeah,
got to get past Natalia.
look at her back. That's crazy.
And I've often
Yeah,
seen
I
the
mean,
back has
I think Natalia and Sarah, they're kind of like, I consider them kind of like same. You can switch anybody around. I mean, there's nothing difference, no nothing difference at all. I mean, she has to surpass both of them. Yeah, I get it,
yeah
but I don't know.
yeah. But like I said,
She
Are
can
they
beat.
still
She can
rivals?
beat them. She can
Natalia
beat them.
and
It's
Sally.
possible.
yeah, well, yeah, I think they still are because you know what they don't. Like I said, it wasn't that long ago when she was accusing Natalia of us, stalking her on social media, making fake accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
she's not
know,
a good loser. That's the thing.
yeah. I think that's what it's because she after she lost to Olympia, she did
People
show
like
the
to
Atlanta. She did Atlanta Coast Pro. I know some people don't like to lose, but the fact is sometimes you gotta lose. It's just how life
yeah,
is,
that's the thing.
Part of life.
But she turned around and did Atlanta Coast Pro, and you already qualified. So what? I understand you just want to do the show. I think she did show for ego more than anything.
She wanted to feel good.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so make you feel good, but the fact is, you, I think I'm like I said, talk to some ladies. Some ladies understand it, but some ladies don't like it.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
understand it, but you don't
I
have to
mean,
like it.
Elena could have got her qualification, so she sabotaged her kind of. Elena could have got her qualification, and she's always so peeled. Now the thing is, because that comes from intense sacrifice. So if that opportunity is taken away from her, I don't know what she'll do next. Because last year, I mean, Emily was super mad. Let me just tell you, Emily was super mad last year because she did a lot of shows, and that caused her gut getting extended. So she was very
Where
mad.
here
Let me
thing
just
that fought with Emily. She
Mhm.
should have done Pittsburgh, or she
Yeah,
should have skipped New York. She should have just
yeah,
focused on a show like Omaha, where she got a qualification. Now she may be mad, but here's the thing: is you're going against the
it's
current champion at the time.
yeah. She should have
If
been
you
strategic, right?
Yeah, she should strategize. I said, okay, I don't win in New York. I don't win in Pittsburgh. Let me skip New York. Let me see how I do this show Omaha, which is it's not a big show compared to Pittsburgh and New York, but it can get you qualification easy. That's her fault.
Yeah,
That's no one.
that's
You
her
can't be
fault.
tell you should have known that. Hey, they're going to go with the current champion. You're not
Yes.
gonna. It's like if like say Andrea, she's always the reason Rise of Phoenix. No one's gonna beat Andrea. If Andrea says, you know what the hell, let me pop in like Chicago, or because she's right there in Michigan. Chicago's right down the road from her.
Oh yeah.
Let me pop in like ooh, what's the next big show for Women's Bodybuilding? Let me do the Tampa show. You know,
Yeah.
I here's the
Mhm.
thing, you understand this is why I think one big
She
reason
couldn't
why
be able to do that as well because women's bodybuilding she needs to like the eating and all that stuff. It's way more,
mhm,
so she
yeah,
can
yeah,
do multiple shows. That's
yeah,
a good thing for women's
yeah,
bodybuilders.
but there's still some bodies that do multiple shows,
Mm.
but there's so many
Unless
shows so
you're
stretched
Michaela.
out.
Hmm.
So stretched out, especially you got shows overseas like the Portugal Pro. You got
Hmm.
shows like the Lita Papa show. You have shows like the
Yeah.
Imperial.
Alina
You
Pope.
yeah.
Yeah.
The European show is gone. That was the other show in
Yeah.
Spain. So they moved women's bodybuilding to the Imperial.
Yeah.
There's a good chance.
It's good. It's going great for women's bodybuilding, by the way.
Well,
Mhm. It's
still,
doing great. I mean, Ashley did a lot, man. Her coming in, I mean, the kind of comments on Bison tries and these big bodybuilding pages, I mean, we have kind of like small pages at the end of the day, but they have like those huge pages, and they promoted her as for going into the New York, and it speaks volumes about the condition of women's bodybuilding right now, and a
yeah.
lot of people are going to move up eventually. I'm telling you that.
I think just talk about they say that Emily might move, but I think Emily's still a
Emily
bit
is moving
small.
up. Emily is moving up. She
She
told
is.
me this. Yeah, she told me this. She confirmed this on a podcast. I have I have that on my story. You can go and watch it. She confirmed it that she's doing women's bodybuilding and she's bulking up right now. If you see her profile, she's bulking up. And her coach told me that the D Rock I'm talking about. What is his whole name? Something Nature or something. He told me that she is right now she doesn't have a great genetics for mass, so she needs a little bit of time to put on that like a lot of density and size, but she's gonna do it eventually. I think she's probably gonna need more than 1 year, I believe. Yeah, but she'll be a huge threat going into women's bodybuilding because her conditioning is amazing.
Well,
Conditioning is amazing and she has a lot of time.
I
Mhm.
just went to your. I don't see it in the story. It might be already
I mean,
gone.
talk about highlights. Check out the highlights.
Share the highlights for me. Go through it and see if I can find it.
Yeah,
And I
Emily's highlights. You will see that in the fourth story. Check out the
in the
highlights.
which one? Emily.
Emily,
Emily. Let me
Emily.
see.
I have
I
one
see.
highlight of her. Yeah.
Well, how far is it? Like I get. I'm right here. Alex, who just interviewed with David.
Yeah, I have.
Tracy. I have Michaela. How
I
far am
have
I
all
going?
of them listed.
Yeah, you have quite a few, but are you stalking
Yeah,
much? Oh, here we go. We have Emily highlights, and
the fourth one.
we're
Let's see the
going
fourth.
to let's see. Wait a minute. Let me restart because we started because I want to pull it up right here.
How many people are watching?
About two or three or four. Like I
Ah,
said, it's a holiday weekend, dude, here in the States. Most people are probably
yeah.
at home kicking it, eating hot dogs, and some people coming back from the beach because they usually go
I
out
mean,
on the they
it's
usually leave
2
try to leave
a.m.
you
here.
try to leave it's like Memorial Day weekend. You want to leave on Thursday, but if you can,
Yeah,
maybe sometimes you have to leave it Friday night,
yeah.
and then you stay because the closest beach for us is from where I live is
Oh,
Myrtle Beach.
your women's bodybuilding edits,
Yeah, that's
Roy.
my page.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
you
He
didn't know
really
that?
nice
I
with
mean, yeah,
that.
I mean,
No, I didn't know he was nice like that.
silent
I
Adler.
would feel fulfilled
Yeah, this
with
one,
women's
this one.
physique staying there. So I think, with some time off,
Yeah, watch it out.
and we're changing my training to tailor a little bit more upper body development. I think women's bodybuilding is definitely gonna be in my future. It's just a matter of when it will be.
Yeah, you heard it here.
You heard it here. Well,
and that's him, and that's
Yeah, they confirmed it.
that's her talking to
She
Shannon.
confirmed it.
Uh, yeah, Shannon Court. Not Shannon Court. That's Shannon.
Told me. She texted
That's,
me.
yeah, that's Shannon Seeley. She also is
Yeah.
IB Pro. We're going to wonder when Shannon's going to make her debut. I
I mean,
mean,
I think Kayla was saying something. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, I had
Continue
a
saying.
question for you. Like,
You say.
how do you how do you mesh up the bodybuilders together? Like, what like program you use?
How do you edit these pictures? Edit these pictures? Are you talking about that?
How do you put them together? How do you
what's the
put it
program you
together?
use?
Yeah, I use. I mean, I go back and forth with my phone as well. Sometimes with Photoshop when I don't have my phone,
Yeah,
and when
I
I don't
think
have my phone,
I
I do it in
yeah,
my PC.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you did all this in Photoshop?
Not all of them. Most of them I do it in my phone only. These are very easy to do, but takes a lot of time. Yeah, that is the
Where that
thing.
like what that like that's what I'm trying to ask you.
You
Like,
want to find the app.
Simple, absurd, simple, very simple.
Well, you can
Just
if you have
just
it,
download Pixar and make it simple.
yeah, if you have it, just
I
put
didn't
it into the
understand what you said, but
yeah,
it
just
was
put
Pixar,
nice
just
no, no,
work.
I mean
just
Pixar. It's a app. It's in your phone only.
if you have the app, put it into the comment section. So if he wants to, he can check it out and stuff. See what we can do with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just put it in the comment section. We can see it and we'll post it. Yeah, because he puts us some. Some ladies like stuff. Some people. I remember one time some ladies had issue with it,
I put it on
but
the private
What
chat.
kind of issues they have?
you know how it is. White ladies don't like their stuff put out there, and sometimes it's just
Yeah, I
But
forgot.
yeah, but some of them like the stuff. I'm seeing some ladies comment on his stuff. You have
I
Abby
mean,
Guns.
most of them like it. Yeah.
Yeah, have
Christina
Ab,
likes all the photos. Christina's
yeah,
very nice.
yeah. Abby Guns here, who I did an interview. Abby competed over the weekend at the John Simmons show, and she won in both women's bodybuilding and women's physique. Shout out to Abby.
Yeah, she's
She's
very
already she competed at the all amateurs because of the competitors. She in the pro card of that show. This is a regional show which qualifies her for nationals. I know she told me what show she's going to do. She's planning on doing. I think she's
Oh
doing
my
to
god.
do
She posts
the
some photos. Oh my god.
USA's. Yeah, she posts.
Oh my god. What is
Yeah,
that? She
that's what
didn't
I
get
think.
much likes on that though. Why would you do that?
Well, what people are. They don't like stuff like this.
It doesn't look
Especially
good.
on IG. She also does a lot of pole dancing on her
I
posting
mean, I
before.
don't know. This doesn't render followers at the end of the day.
Yeah, but like I said, she's also she's really cool with Andrea, who was at the show, who competed
Yeah,
as a
and
guest
that's
poser.
why you like her, don't you?
Yeah, she was there as a guest poser for that show. She did another
Mhm.
show before that, but yeah,
She has a great physique. She has a great physique.
I think it's a good move for her to switch
Yeah, but
over
the midsection
to
needs to be tighter.
uh you know yeah, but I think I'm gonna posted. This is the if you want to check it out, KL. He sent it to me in private, and this is the what
Oh,
it
I
is.
have
It's
to write in
called.
the comments.
Well,
Okay.
you can write it if you have the link. The link could be good, but you know,
Oh,
but this is
I mean, I
it's
don't know much about StreamYard. I'm just doing it first time on
well,
my PC.
where if you all you gotta do if you're
There's
watching the
tutorials.
video also if you're watching the video also on my
Yeah.
YouTube channel, you can copy the
Yes.
link and paste it in the YouTube channel. If you want, you can put it in the comment section too. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I
You
see.
do, you want to ask
Oh, yeah,
ask
yeah.
about
I mean, I'll get two tabs, right? Okay.
yeah.
I got it.
But yeah, but it's like I said, this is bodybuilding. Like I say, both divisions doing pretty good. But even though there's some setbacks, you know, some in 2025, we'll not have William Physique at the St. Louis Pro. Also, they're
That
gonna wait.
is, I was a little happy about it. I don't know. Maybe
No, think about it.
because women's physique, if it gets kind of like dissolved, you will see more women bodybuilders, and that's
I
what I want to
I
see.
I doubt they're gonna dissolve. If anything, any division they're gonna dissolve is gonna be women's bodybuilding.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
it's
Really?
because they
I
still
know
don't
you've
like
been
it.
saying that, but really, I don't know.
I know it's doing better now. It's doing better now, but it's still it's one thing is I followed Female Bodybuilding channel. They posted that one lady just got a competed at a show, which was a pro qualifier, and it was
Mhm.
over somewhere in Poland. But because there wasn't enough competitors, she was only one person. She didn't get a pro card. It's still.
Who's that? Who's
Uh,
that? Barbara Vitis? Barbara Vitis, I
who,
guess.
who we guess again?
That lady from Germany,
I think
Barbara Vitis.
I think
On
that's
Romania, Hungary, something like
I think it, and that's I think what it is because I think they posted the video because they do a lot of it focuses a lot of European competitors. I
that.
focus on some
Yeah,
competitors here.
I mean he's Romanian, so makes sense.
No, he's actually who are you talking about?
AJ.
AJ, no, AJ's actually he's Norwegian. He's from Norway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's from Norway. His mother's Jamaican. His father
Is he white?
he's half. He's like I said, his mother's
Half.
Jamaican.
Yeah, that's why. I
His
mean, I
father
see
was
the hair,
is
so
Norwegian.
I would never have thought
I,
about him. His mom's
Yeah,
Jamaican. He's half
yeah, his mom's
Jamaican.
yeah.
Jamaican.
I
His
mean, if
yeah.
you see
But
the
they do
hair,
got white people Jamaicans, so they
mhm,
do got white Jamaicans.
Yeah, Sean Paul. That's a good example. He's
he
like I
looks
mean, one
good.
guy he told me said
Sean
Sean Paul's
Paul?
not from the
Oh,
yard.
he's
Yeah,
biracial. Yeah, he's
Okay.
yeah. Wait,
biracial.
no, he's not. Sean Paul's not biracial. He's white.
He's not
He
biracial?
we just how one guy told me he said like he's not from the
Who's
yard.
Sean Paul?
Yeah, he's not from the yard. Yeah,
No, he's not biracial.
it's not biracial.
Oh,
No,
you're not. Mm.
yeah. He's not from the yard. That's what he told me. That's the guy who I mean. I was like, I was just sell CDs, and I had a couple of Sean Paul songs. I said, yeah, I like Sean Paul. He said, nah, yeah, I like Sean Paul. He's not from the yard. That's how they say it in Jamaica. He's not from the yard. He's not from the area.
I don't even know
He's
what
more
that
of a.
means. He's not from the yard.
He's not. He's not from
What
the
does that
hood in
mean?
Jamaica. He's
Oh,
from
okay.
mostly upper class.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
that's
Oh,
why I said
yeah,
he's
I
not from the
can
yard.
imagine. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how the guy told me. But like I said, female bodybuilding channel. JB's been on here in the live stream. I've talked to AJ before. I was also part
Oh
of
my
their.
God, AJ hates Ashley. Oh my God,
Well, that's his problem.
he
You know,
hates Ashley. He hates her. Oh my
that's
God,
his problem.
that's his problem
He
exactly.
can hate TK. Like I said, my man Charlie Murphy says, hate TK. Now I know one lady he loves. That's Anastasia. Kobaleva. He loves her.
Yeah,
He loves her. Also loves Anastasia Levinova. And Anastasia, she
yeah.
also is gonna
He
be.
loves those European big giant competitors.
Yeah,
He
like you
likes.
said,
I
like he
mean, he
always.
likes the bigger sized competitors. I mean, I've seen he's biased for the bigger ones.
Like I
The
say,
bigger you are,
Yeah, she
he
look
will love you
nice.
he
more.
She
likes the
nice.
big freaky chicks. That's what he likes.
Yeah,
He likes,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
likes
yeah,
I
yeah.
like it.
exactly.
The
And
Lenovo.
He has that
Anastasia,
thing.
yeah, Anastasia says she's gonna be doing. This is her working with one of their clients, her and her husband. I don't follow the guy; he's a nut. This is one of their new. It's a new pro. She just turned pro.
Hmm.
Um, they're working together. This is her name is Olga.
The
I'm assuming.
shark.
Olya the shark.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
How does
shark.
she? How does she have so less followers? I mean, pros generally have a lot of followers. Is
Well,
she a
so like I
pro?
said, you gotta
She a
remember
pro?
she's from Russia. She just turned
Oh
pro.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it.
You know, a lot of people follow more the American competitors. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
I mean, she has a impressive physique. I think she turned pro. Here's the thing is, if she can do this, as you know, Sarah says she's inviting all the new pros. She is a new
Yeah,
pro. She
yeah.
could
That's
possibly,
it.
you know, if you saw Natalia Bastrova,
Yeah,
just
she's really good. She's really
she's.
good at that age. The muscle maturity she has, it's amazing.
You would think she's 56. You think she's
She's
maybe
56
56?
or
I was thinking
63.
56.
Oh, okay.
56.
56. This is not like Natalia Bastrova. This lady here, I don't know how old she is, but the other
Yeah.
lady, I'm gonna put up a picture with quick. This is the
What's
one I talked
56?
about her earlier before you came in, KL. This is the lady I was talking about
Okay.
who she is. Let me pull up a picture. She just won the Ultimate Classic um,
Yeah, she did
Saturday,
amazing. I posted
and
her.
this lady here is 56 years old.
Mm,
Okay.
You
she's
would think
amazing. And
she's
she's quite pretty as well. She's quite
yeah.
pretty.
She
I mean,
she kind of
she's a
has that.
little bit older. Like you, I mean, I don't know. To me, like she looked like late 40s, early 50s. You
No,
know,
I won't say
not like
20, but it's like 32 and things like that.
Yeah, close to that. She came out as one of a teacher I had back when I was elementary school. The
Hmm.
hair and the look, the face. I mean, it'd
She's
be just
very
right up there.
feminine looking. Very feminine
Yeah, yeah,
looking.
that's what helps her. But this lady here, Olga, she was very impressive. She could, as you know, Sarah has invited, depending how much it costs. I don't know if she lives in Russia. If she lives in Russia, I think there's a lot of ban against Russian
Why is she
competitors.
doing the side chest?
Hmm?
Why is she doing
Yeah,
the side chest?
she
I
just did
don't know.
side chest. I think,
Yeah, she just did a side chest.
yeah, she did side chest. I don't know if she's
It doesn't
physique,
look good
but
on physique competitors.
she's doing she's doing open hand rear double. She was very impressive. She just earned a pro
Yeah,
card,
back
and
lat
she
spread.
works with, you know, I think there's a lot of complaints. Some competitors play that. Some too many physique competitors are doing the lat spread. They shouldn't be doing it.
what division
It's
she's in.
just
Yeah,
hmm?
yeah, right. It looks off for some reason. I don't
She's
know.
physique.
Yeah,
Is she figure?
she's physique,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
she's quiet.
she's
She's
doing
not that
some.
big. So
Yeah,
not
she's not that
not that.
big. She probably like say still physique. She probably earned a pro card
She's
as a physique
good for
competitor.
women's physique. Yeah, I mean
is
Yeah,
she
physiques like
double
this
dip or
should be rewarded. I mean, just now you saw. I mean, Sharonika was. I mean, she made a lot of buzz. I mean, she was bringing that whole package of women's physique, and people told that she should be the standard and things like that. I don't know. I think Sarah's gonna win again.
yeah. Because Sharonica, she hadn't competed. I was saying that Glenn, he knows
Sharonika
Sharonica
so good.
because he
She's
because Sharonica was in
amazing.
the military. She was stationed in Fayetteville. He does the throws with her, and Glenn talked about Sharonica to win. I said,
Yeah.
nah, I'm going Marika, but Marika took
Sharonika,
fourth.
no, Marika, she doesn't. She was not conditioned. She was just off. Hmm.
Yeah, so
She
that's
was
why. And
off.
the other chick who took second at the show, she's from Germany, just turned pro no more than maybe 2 3 weeks before the show,
I
and
hate her
she looked very impressive.
shape. Her
You
shape is
know,
not good. I don't know.
I mean, we were talking about this with when we had the last time we were talking about New York Pro. We had my man Keith was here, and we talked about how
Yeah,
the girl looked like she could be
her
close to women's bodybuilding, but
yeah.
like I
She
said, a
needs
lot of
the
the girls,
armor. She needs the
yeah, a lot of
arms.
girls don't want to go over because you know what, you have to put on more size, especially if you
Yeah.
want to compete
Exactly.
against.
I mean, I was hearing Mela talking about it that when you're crossing over from women's physique to women's bodybuilding, one of the big factors is how big your arms are. Okay, I mean women's physique, you will see they have really good developed backs, but their arms, their delts, their forearms, they're missing. I mean, you'll see in this physique, just see it's just the arms that's holding her back from moving up. I mean, Mela talked about it, and it made a lot of sense. I mean, that's the only thing that kind of like holds this competitors back. I mean, just see if she had more mass on the arms and the delts, it would have been a female bodybuilder. She would have been a female bodybuilder
Also,
right
you
away.
have to also have a good size in the legs too, because you can't have thick legs and you have a big upper
Yeah,
body. You have the small waist. You can't
yeah.
have like stick legs. You have to like if you look at someone like Evie Rain, who has this
They all have the legs.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
has small legs. Evie Rain, Jeannie Feldman, great upper bodies, but they have small
Yeah.
legs. If they have more size
But
and
Evie is very Evie High, and she's very balanced. I think
mhm, you
it's
know.
is it her you're talking about?
Oh yeah, Evie. We just mentioned Evie, but we talked about this other girl, Julia. But yeah, Evie. Yeah, she is. She has a great physique, but she's like I
Mela
said, she's
is
still.
cooking something.
Yeah,
She wrote me. She texted me something saying Mo Beta is coming. I don't know what that is. I think
Mo.
then I googled it. Yeah, I mean I don't know much English, so
Yeah,
so
more.
what
It's just
she
all
wrote.
it's just like it's just more better. You just all she did just it's
Yeah.
black slang. You take off the last two letters of more, just
I
have mo,
see.
and you drop the er off. Like you drop both the ers off of more
Yeah,
and
yeah.
better. You put an a on better and just call it
Oh, I
dada.
see.
You just like
Wow.
I say brother.
So
We
is it a cultural thing? I
Yes, it's a
mean,
culture thing. That's how we do it.
oh, I see.
Here's just this video she posted, and and one thing also with she has a good physique. I'm a fan of Amela Ash. Been in contact with her a few
I mean,
times.
who has better genetics than Mela Ash? Let's be real.
Andre,
Nobody has a better shape. Nobody has a better shape than Mela.
Andre,
I mean, I get it.
Andre, okay. Oh, champ. Pretty Miss Smith. Okay. I love. I like I said, I'm a big fan. I said she reminds me a lot of Vicky Gates in the eyes, in the physique. I can see
Yeah,
some traces of her. I think
yeah, Vicky Gates.
yeah. I see a lot of her. In Vicky Gates. But like I
Vicky,
said, she did pretty good.
Vicky had more density. I mean, Mela
Mm.
needs to put on that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one thing. Vicky always chased after the title. I think she could have won it back in. I feel like she should give it to her back in 2000 instead of splitting the baby like it did. I don't know why they did that. I think she should have been Miss Olympia in 2000 and also in 2001. But politics and all that. All
She
the
was never very conditioned. She was never very ripped like the other competitors. I mean, Linda Iris, they always came in better shape. So
yeah, that's always a thing. So so like I said, this is it's a pretty decent season for women's bodybuilding and for the other divisions. Um, as you know, we still have a few shows coming up. You have Toronto, which is going to come up next week. Next week, there's also the Omaha Pro, where it doesn't have women's bodybuilding, it does have physique, but there's no pay per view for that one. Then I think after that you have Chicago, and then you have the uh, Portugal,
yep.
Imperial,
I,
Tampa.
I'm I'm very excited for Portugal.
Yeah, I hope that we have like last year we had two competitors that was Alcyon and
Yeah,
Anastasia, and that
yeah,
was I hope and this is why I like Portugal. They still keep women's bodybuilding, and I hope we have. I mean, this is what I think. Julie Flores should do the show because she lives in Sweden. It's not too far for her. Jay Fuchs should do it.
yeah.
We all know Anastasia. Never is doing it. Anastasia, you know, Kovalova should do it. I think it's Heidi Henderson making.
Korableva is doing Alina Pova, by the way.
Yeah, I
Korableva
think she's gonna do Leopold because that's in the same place where they usually
confirmed it.
do. Yeah, that's the same place we usually do the Romanian Muscle Fest. You know,
Yeah,
so
but
because
she's not gonna win. I don't think so.
nah,
They're
that's not
not
because
gonna let her win. They're not
she's
gonna
just
let her
too
win.
big and freaky. And that's the thing that
Yeah, I understand their point. It's just not a woman anymore. Let's be real. Y'all will agree, right?
well, like I
Y'all
said,
agree, right?
as long as she has something between legs that's not resembling what I got between legs, she's still a woman. But that's always going to be debate
No, I'm
about
not talking about that. I mean, no, no. Let's be real. Let's
she's
get this
not
thing
feminine
real.
looking enough.
Not
That's
feminine looking is not the thing. What I'm saying is that let's be real for 1 second. We all are fans of female bodybuilding, okay?
hmm
But virilization, it does happen, okay? We cannot ignore that. It does happen. It does happen. And when you like put on like extreme amounts of mass and all that stuff, and you just care for just about size and things like that, conditioning, it's okay, because conditioning is just you're just cutting the fat off. It's not going to give you those like extreme masculinization stuffs, okay? But when you're going overboard with the kind of mass and you're using drugs to earn that mass, And if you talk about Andrea Shaw, she's if you look at her physique, if you look at Angie's physique, they already had a lot of mass as a natural athlete. So from there they advanced. But I'm talking about Korableva. She each and every year she just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, which is not possible without drugs. And when you go to that point, it's I don't think it's what to say. I don't like saying this, but she's not a girl anymore. Just,
Well, one thing also like if is if the blood work say like, hey, I know we're talking. They say your blood work starts saying you're have the blood work of a man, but still you still maintain a level
I mean,
of.
yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't believe in trans ideology. First of all, I don't think if you're born a man, you're a man. If you're born a woman, you're a woman. I don't believe in that. But the virilization is something which happens, and she's like too extreme for me. Let's be real. I don't want to call her man and things like that. That's very wrong to say. I'm sorry about that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
but it looks extreme. It doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. Let's be real. It doesn't look pleasing to the eyes.
Well, she did
For
pretty
me, it
good
doesn't.
at.
For me, it
She did
doesn't.
pretty good at Romeo Muscle Fest. We got second because usually she's
Yeah,
like
she shouldn't have got.
top
She shouldn't
five
have
or
got.
something like that. Because I think one thing was she when she changed
I agree with
wigs, I think the
Linda.
wigs probably helped out a little bit. You know, the thing is, you have to have presentation. Not only you have a good amount of
Yeah,
muscle,
yeah,
also you have to
exactly.
maintain a presentation of femininity. That's why someone
Uh,
like
yeah, a beautiful feminine face. Yeah, it's good for the sport. It makes you want to watch it. I mean, Linda, she's correct. I mean, if Linda was not there, none of her pages, nothing would have existed, because she literally saved women's bodybuilding. You know. And she
mhm.
she really did that. Her, Alina Popa, Jake Wood, they kind of like they saved it. And their narrative, it's okay. I think what they're doing is fine, and sabotaging those athletes, it's good. It's
Yeah, because
okay.
it was back. I think
Yeah,
it was about 6 7 years ago that Iris wanted to come
yeah.
back. And this is where they kind of like to me they kind of shitted her because say he was 10 time Miss Olympia.
Yeah.
She wanted to compete at the Rise
The
in
thing is,
Phoenix.
Iris is not that kind of extreme looking for me. What I think is that what I know is that Iris, her winning, it was becoming boring. And when you have somebody winning like dominant, and that okay, she is going to win, everybody's just fighting for second. When something like this happens, the thing is the sport becomes very what to say. I mean, and women's physique was destroying women's bodybuilding. Okay, at that time women's physique was mauling women's bodybuilding. If you have heard Iris's interviews, she said that women's physique is mauling women female bodybuilders, and that is what led to all of this destruction. Women's physique did it. It was not her face or whatever, I don't know. But she's not to be blamed for. It's
Yeah,
these categories to be blamed for, and it is what it is. And
and it was
I
trying to
never found anything wrong with her look. She
yeah,
was
and
she was
yeah, and
pretty.
the thing is that now the division is starting to evolve, just like how women's bodybuilding.
Exactly.
If you go back to how women's bodybuilding started, to the Corey
Yeah,
Evans, the Rachel McLeish, and then up to Cindy
it's not
Riddell, all up
was
to Linda, all up to
yeah.
Kim Savetsky. Kim Savetsky, people
Kim
just
Kim was the best. Yeah,
Kim with that last Olympic in 1999, Kim was huge, and
that was that was
that
amazing.
was that was her
Look,
biggest size she was ever since she'd been a pro then,
yeah,
and she really kind of it was the evolution of the sport. Iris competed that same year at that show, and she was not even top 10. I don't think she was. I
yeah.
can't
She
remember.
she was sixth. She was sixth
Yeah,
that year.
she was 16. She was and it's just like any division. If you look at now, the girls in figure, the girls in physique, the girls in wellness, the girls in bikini.
Hmm.
The girls in figure were like a lot more like bikini girls almost,
Yeah.
but it has evolved. Just saw one. Just one something I want to speak on with here. Um,
Oh, he's gone.
yeah, yeah, my man gone. Yeah, I hear him say this. So thank you, KF, for coming through. Appreciate that. One young lady who competed as a fit competitor. And she made the Olympia. She that is her name is I think it's I knew the name right off. I started when she posted it was on the Female Bodyman channel, and they posted it a while back, and she's making her debut as a physique as a figure competitor. If I can follow, let me see. It was she's from Finland, And I think it's Nina. Is it Nina? I think it's Nina. I believe it. See, let me see. I think I follow her.
Nina
Let's see.
Beans.
Not Nina Beans. She's Nina. She
I
did an
saw
interview with
Andre talk really highly of her in
yeah,
the
because
female bodybuilding channel.
she just did an interview with Glenn.
Yeah.
And Nina,
Did you see
she's
the
not.
interview of Andrea with AJ?
Mm,
She talked about Ashley. She talked about Nina Beans.
yeah, I think that was a while back. I think I'm trying to remember that's in that one.
Mm.
But it's one
She's going to
lady.
do
Here it is.
well. Nina Beans. She's going to do
Her
well.
name is Paula. Her name is
Paula, Paula Suzuki.
Ranta. Paula Ranta, and she is from
Yeah,
Finland.
yeah,
And
I saw her.
yeah, she's making a switch
Just get my
from
Instagram.
yeah she making a switch from figure. She last competed 2022 as a figure competitor, and
Oh,
you know,
I just commented on that picture, that first picture.
yeah, the one we're here where she's really has
Yeah.
evolved. I think it's probably
No,
best for her.
not much. It's the picture, the way this is just zoomed in.
Yeah, it's not too much difference from when she was figure two
She
when
didn't
she's
like
now
my
moving over
comment, I
physique.
guess.
Yeah, she's supposed to be
No.
doing I think the show Imperial where she competed a couple of
What do
times
you think
as
of
a
that new lady, Ava Melillo? Is she gonna do great? I don't know.
well she's under Nasir.
She's
That's the guy who also trains
mhm.
Anastasia, a couple of
She's doing
competitors.
Toronto. She's doing Toronto. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who?
She's doing Toronto.
Who?
That new women's bodybuilding girl, Ava
I mean
Melillo.
Tracy. Tracy Guile. I already talked about Tracy.
No, 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 not Tracy. Ava Melillo.
Ava
A
Mello.
V A Mellilo.
Oh,
You
I'll
haven't
check it
checked
out.
her out?
But I was talking
You
about
can
here
check her
Paula
out.
Renta.
She's really good.
Yeah, I think I've seen her before. Paula, she's gonna be
See
making her.
female bodybuilders.
Yeah, she's
Check out
gonna be
female
switching
bodybuilders.
from figure to physique. She's
Yeah,
just
she's
24
good.
years old. 24,
Yeah,
and I
that's a lot of
remember.
juice.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago.
A lot of juicing.
Um, I remember a couple of years. Coley Amandi, she made the switch, and
Oh,
she.
did you hear she's not competing this season?
Yeah, I just saw she was going.
Yeah,
She was planning on doing. I
she's
think.
going to. Hmm.
Yeah, I think she was going to plan to do New York again. She missed. I think she missed New York the first time, and she was going to do. She did New York. She missed Pittsburgh. She's planning to do Pittsburgh, but
Yeah,
I think she probably
she
needs
could have
time
done New
to.
York. I don't think she could have beaten Sharonika. I don't think.
I think she's getting to the point where I think she's growing out of physique.
Really? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's always on stage. I mean, the last time I mean, she always looks big on IG. Okay, and when she steps on stage, I mean, she doesn't look that big. So last year she actually had less muscle. This is not very big. I don't think it's
Yeah,
very
I
big.
know a lot of this says she should switch over, but I know she's still young. She's not ready to switch over to women's bodybuilding. I
Not
think
because
she
of young and things like that. But she's just not that big. I don't think so. She just looks big. She just
yeah
looks big.
she just needs time to stew a bit. That might maybe get that muscle maturity. You mentioned it.
She doesn't want to be in women's bodybuilding.
Well, I know she don't want to be, but
Yeah,
eventually, if she'll do so well in physique and she struggles, then that's the option you have. But this is I know this young lady. I saw her. I think she turned pro
yeah.
about a couple of years ago. I think at nationals.
Is she
No, no,
gonna
no,
do
no,
good?
no, no, North
What do you
Americas.
think?
North
Is she
Americas.
gonna do good?
Yeah, I know that I know Melody Horton's going to do Toronto. Um, who else? I'm trying to figure out who
Who
else told
else?
me they're
Who
going to do
else?
Toronto.
If Michaela does it, it's over. It's over.
Yeah, I don't think
I think
Michaela.
Michaela said she's gonna do, right. I
I don't
mean,
know.
if you have seen her interview on the Olympia TV, I think she said she was going to do Toronto.
Oh yeah, I missed that interview. I might check it
Hmm.
out.
I think this girl can beat Michaela. Depends. I mean, Michaela has doesn't have aesthetics like her.
Yeah,
Depends.
Michaela's kind of really. Michaela is very.
But what she's doing is that she's putting on a lot of size, so it is helping her shape. at this point. So the more size she's going to put on, it's going to help her V-taper. So I feel like she will be dangerous in the coming years.
Yeah, she won her pro card back in 2022 at the North Americans.
She's very
There's
young,
a yeah,
very
that's
young.
Sarah Bowles there. There's a
Yeah,
Brittany Parrish right here
yeah.
who won her pro card wins bodybuilding next year. You know, I think if she really has evolved from what I'm seeing. Um, I reached out for an interview, but she hadn't come back. I mean, like I said,
She's very
usually some ladies
pretty.
come to me
She's very
later.
pretty. She's very pretty.
Yeah, I think the thing
Yeah,
is, if you're attractive and you're young, they're gonna push you more than
yeah,
usually.
they're gonna push
Yeah,
you more. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah.
she has that.
But like
She kind of looks like Kayla Harrison, doesn't she?
Kayla
She
Harrison,
kind of
the
looks like,
MMA
yeah,
fighter,
Kayla Harrison. Yeah. I mean,
if like with
Kayla
darker
is
hair,
blonde, but her face is kind of like Kayla Harrison, a little bit.
yeah.
You can see that.
I saw Didi make comments about Kayla, like she's juiced, but
Yeah.
that's Ryan, but he,
No,
you can't
she's
pass.
not juiced. She's not
Yeah,
juiced.
same about like you can't pass USADA's
Yeah, that USA Diaz. No,
yeah. Well, not with Sada. They're not.
Saras.
Sada doesn't do UFC anymore because I think they have a thing. Because I think now
But but
somebody
but
else now.
still, they test. The thing is, and she has had that physique for years, and she has been competing for years in PFL. So there's
Yeah,
no way that she's all of a sudden she's on drugs and things like that. She's not
yeah.
that dumb.
It was the
She's
big
not that
surprise was
dumb.
because what she competed in lightweight at 155 for the PFL, and then she comes over to UFC piece of 135. She came in 136 up against Holly
Yeah,
Holm, and I was surprised she got that. I will say like this:
she
why not
dominated
have a
also.
145 match? She's competed 145 before when she was when
There
she
are
was
not
pandemic.
many women in 145 and in UFC. I mean, it's probably not gonna work for
I know
them.
they
I
had
mean,
it for a minute, but
from a money point, it's
yeah,
not gonna work.
see,
And Kayla is not cannot bring the money right now because she's still building a name for herself right now.
yeah.
Nobody kind
Well,
of
she's
knows
already
her.
got a good following because people follow her, and they're a big fan of us. But also, they
Yeah,
wanted to bring in the atomweight division, but the same thing with atomweight. They don't want the girls too big, they don't want girls too small. And that's why you only have the straw, you have the fly, and you have the bantam.
mm,
You know, I think one thing they messed up was they really didn't want to recruit girls for 145. They could have. There's the
yep.
fighters who were pretty killing themselves trying to make 135. That could probably be comfortable at
She
145.
almost
But
killed herself. She almost killed herself.
Cyborg, when she was competing, she had to do catch weight, and
but
that
but
is
but I don't really sympathize for that because if you talk about women's bodybuilding, just see the kind of sacrifice they do for cutting, for female bodybuilders. I mean, the people that we always talk about, the sacrifice that these girls do, it's for cutting the weight. It's way more dangerous than the UFC fighters. So I don't know, I cannot really sympathize for that.
yeah, because
I really do
in
that.
the I do contact MMA, but like MMA, you don't need muscle for fighting because it slows you down, and also it takes more the more muscle, it'll take more blood to fill it up. That's why it's a lot harder for the more guys who should be bodybuilders in mixed martial arts.
Yeah,
They usually don't last so long, and you got to fight 5 minute rounds. So sometimes from three, from 3 to maybe 5, in
yeah,
5 minutes,
you're
and
gonna
it can
gas
be a
out.
drain. That's why they try to like
Cardio
guys
has
like
to be so good.
try to get knockouts and submissions real quick. Here we got here from Stefan Prey says Ava's doing Toronto Pro. Like he says she's doing it. And
No,
also he says,
not sure about that.
well, we
But
just like to
not
say
yet.
Nadia. Which Nadia he's talking about?
What do you
It's a
think?
bunch of
Can Ava
Nadias.
beat Nadia? Can Ava
Which
beat Nadia?
which Nadia you talking about? There's a bunch of Nadias.
Nadia Capital or something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Nadia Capasoto.
Capital.
She's making a
Okay,
return. Yeah, I
I
forgot
don't know how
about
to say that.
Nadia. That she I forgot
She's
about her.
good.
She
Nadia
I
is,
used to
is really good. She's coming back from a big health. So something really bad really happened to her. Yeah.
yeah, I
She
think
had a
yeah, she's
tumor.
doing some
She had a tumor and stuff like that. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not supportive of her competing now, to be honest, because when you have something so severe, why would you want to risk that even more?
Well, his thing is, it's about like any athlete. Sometimes you just sitting off the sides. I mean, she just did an interview with a hardcore female bodybuilding's podcast. I
Yeah,
saw
yeah, yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And it's just like any athlete. She even talked to female body shop. I used to be in contact with her a few times. I know she could step back because of the medical reasons. I hadn't reached out to her in a while. And it's like any competitor, any athlete. Sometimes you miss the competitions, like with boxers. It's like with guys like Tom Brady kept playing after he should have been retired.
Mhm.
It's just it's hardest to walk away. You just can't just say, what, I'm done. You feel like you have some more in the tank. Here's a little video of her. She's from Italy, and I think
Yeah.
she this was amazing about this lady. She was physique, switched to women's bodybuilding, got in 1 year, got two Olympic qualifications. The first one was at the show in Bahamas, the Puerto Rican Pro,
She's
and
good.
then
She's
she turns
well.
around and she gets her next qualification at the Romanian Muscle Fest, and then she wins the big man show in Spain.
Yeah.
And that was pretty good. Three, and I think she might have cracked top 10 at the Olympia that year in 2021, and
She's
then she
gonna do again. She's gonna do great again, and no doubt about it. She's gonna do
yeah.
great again.
She last competed when she was invited to the Rise of Phoenix in 2022, but then the medical stuff come up, and that's been about you see
Yeah.
a year or so, and I think she's ready to come back. She has a great physique, good quality of muscle. I'm a
Yep.
fan of hers. I mean, I used to be in contact with her every now and then, but then after a while, I said, let me just back off away from her. I might reach out, maybe say congratulations, good luck. You know, I think
Yeah.
she has a great
She
look
she
to her.
she'll
Very,
probably do well. I mean,
yeah,
she
she has
will
a great look to her.
definitely do
Yeah,
well. She
yeah.
beat Branka. She beat Branka one time.
Yeah, that was at the Romanian Muscle Fest because Bronca took second.
Yeah,
She took
you
first.
can see she has the size. She has the proportions.
But
Beautiful
still a little bit
symmetry.
small in the legs.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
hope she
I
brought her
wouldn't say
legs.
small, but the thing is, I mean, smaller than her upper body. So for more balance, she can add more size to
Yeah,
it.
like like look at Teresa and Vasic. That's
Yeah,
one thing.
I mean, the thing is, I mean, we can comment very easily, but it's really hard. I
Yeah.
mean, I get
Well, we
it. I mean,
comment. That's the thing
yeah,
is.
we can comment on it. It's pretty easy to say, but for a woman, it's really hard. I
Yeah,
mean, they're
because
not men at the end of the day, so.
you're not. And she's a woman. It's hard to bring muscle to
Unless
that level.
you're going to do it the Korableva way. So
All right, be
not
careful
hating
about
on
that.
her,
Be careful.
not hating on
Yeah, be
her.
careful. Be careful what you say. She might.
She
You
might
might one
join.
day. You might one day go to a show. You might meet her. And say, "You heard me, little man. You talk about me. I go to crush
How
you.
dare
See,
you?
I
I'm going to
crush you
crush
like
you.
Tommy. We got here from Stephen Player
She's
says
gay. She's gay.
Thai from Italy.
She's
Yeah,
gay.
she's from Italy. Yeah, and
She's
she does
gay.
speak English. She does speak English pretty good. Well, folks. Well, I do appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah.
This was a great conversation. My usual suspects not here, but I'm glad to have people like Roy come through, my man KL come through. Next week we're gonna find something we're gonna talk about. There's no real shows for any of the divisions, women's bodybuilding or women's physique. Maybe it's just something I figure out. I don't know. I don't do much on figure. I'm trying to do a little bit here and there as often as I can.
We should do some collabs. You know,
Well, just say
some
what you
collabs.
let me know what you want to talk about. I'll shoot out. I'll put it on
No,
the
I'm talking about Instagram.
well, like I remember I unfollowed you on my other Instagram, so it
No,
might.
you. Oh my God, why are you saying that here?
Yeah,
No, 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 no. I have one account of yours. I do have one account of yours.
well,
Just
I
to
have
follow.
I have three accounts. One account was hijacked,
I have.
so I can't use that account. This one here I have. This is the old account,
Hijacked.
my
Who
first
did
account.
that? Oh my God.
It was like about almost about a couple of years ago. Somebody hijacked that account, and then there's my All the Rage Joy page account, and then there's this account here. I don't have. I forgot the code to switch it over to because I usually use my phone for my other account, and
Yeah,
this one here is my computer, and I forgot the code
yeah.
for this one, so I can switch it over and link it. But it's I don't use it too much.
You can drop me a text whenever you want.
All right.
Yep.
I just shoot you.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
hype up the post, hype up the shows. Yeah, and I kind of like collab with the bigger pages now because we need more eyes. We need more eyes. So
Yeah.
I collab with the men's pages, and I'm trying to get a few even bigger pages that way.
Well, take your time because you know what. I hope hey, I hope you
My
make some
page is
money out of it.
new.
Hope you make some
Yes,
money out of it. You're
I,
getting paid.
money.
I
I don't
know,
think,
I know, I know.
I
There's no
mean I get it.
money.
I mean sponsorships I can get when I get to at least 100K. Before that it's not possible to get money. I mean
Yeah,
Glenn kind of gives money to female bodybuilding channel because they have a big page and they can promote him,
yeah,
and
yeah.
my stuff people not many people are going to care about. So when I'm posting something I have to deliver I mean a lot more than expected.
Mm.
So I mean, they have a
And
lot of followers. They have been around for a long time. My
well,
page
with
is
my
just 6 months
channel,
old.
my YouTube channel, I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
They reach out to me
I
about
think you know
maybe,
what? I think this thing it's better on Instagram.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
I know it's better
I
Instagram,
mean,
but
you
like I
should
said,
post interviews and stuffs on Instagram, not these lives and stuffs, but
well, I like doing the lives because I enjoy doing lives.
yeah. I mean, lives are for fun. It's on YouTube. People can watch it, but if you can do the interviews and stuff, you can post on Instagram. People watch it.
Well, usually when I do my interviews, I post some, and every time I do
Yeah,
live
you
every now and
post
often.
clips,
But
but
like I
you can
said,
post longer videos.
yeah. But I'm like I said, I'm more of a YouTube guy, and that's where my foundation is at, and that's
But you will find more fans on Instagram. That's what I'm
Well, like I
saying.
said, it's growing steadily and surely because I just picked up a couple of ladies who started following me. It's about taking time, and like I said, I do post stuff on my IG. But like I said,
Yeah,
this is the thing that got me started, my YouTube channel. You gotta always remember where you come from. You can't forget it. I'm happy to help put stuff. I don't do too much on Twitter because or it's or you call it X. Um,
yeah,
I post some stuff on my TikTok. I also have my Facebook page. But
yeah,
mostly I'm gonna always be this. I'm gonna be a YouTuber. That's where my foundation is, and that's how I got started into social media. Um, you
yeah.
know, but I'll try to do some more. I might maybe do a live interview on IG one of these days. I'm thinking about it. But like I said, I want to my really try to keep my YouTube channel growing. Like I said, I'm almost 2,000 subscribers. I mean, what time they want me to really post some more stuff? Maybe try to even, I'm not sure about monetization because you'll get that paid much monetization. But
Monetization. I mean, it will take time. I don't think AJ also has monetization on YouTube. What do you think?
yeah, yeah,
I think they might have. I don't know. Maybe four
yeah,
thousand hours they have reached.
yeah. I think I've reached more than that. I'm probably at there. But like I said, but folks, I do appreciate you coming through. My
Okay.
man Roy here. Also Roy 2000. Also Seven Prey, Lawrence Perkins. Like I said, folks, also Leon Kong, who also posts stuff on social media, especially on bodybuilding and other content. I do appreciate y'all coming through and supporting this. Shout out my man KL who was here. He just did an interview yesterday with a young lady who is a physique competitor. She's taking the year off. She's going to make her pro debut next year. Also, some ladies who I know are going to make their pro debut this year also.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
she, not a pro debut, her pro
Mhm.
qualification. I mean, and then there's some ladies making their pro debut this year.
Yep.
Um,
I'm
you know,
excited for Tracy. Yeah, she's gonna come in crazy this year.
yeah,
Tracy,
I
and she's
think
very
I
nice. She's very
yes,
nice. I mean,
yes, she is. I mean, yeah.
it's really shocking that she's that nice.
Well, like I
She's
said, as a
totally
many of you, she's been through a lot, and sometimes
yes,
when somebody
exactly.
been through a lot, sometimes you have to really have good spirits about it, especially what she's been through.
Yeah,
But folks, as you
she
know, today,
understands it.
yeah. Anyway, folks, I do appreciate y'all coming through, and this is Memorial Day Memorial Day. We had Memorial Day weekend. As you know, in our country, we celebrate the day we appreciate
Uh,
the people who make sacrifices for this country, the ones who sacrifice their lives and their time in the military, people who have served, people who are still serving. We'd like to thank you. I'm not saying thank you. I say I appreciate the sacrifice you made as a citizen for this country. And I hope everybody out there enjoyed their weekend, and you gotta go work tomorrow. Some people some people don't work on if because they had a long weekend. Then now Tuesday's gonna be Monday. But I like to thank everybody who was here a while ago, who followed this channel. Shout out to my man Roy who came through, had him here for a while. I'm surprised Raheem Hamilton's not here because he usually pops in every now. I'm surprised Ball Pete can come, but he usually likes to come in and do the interviews. I do have some interviews coming up this week. I mean, if you a couple ladies who are amateurs who just competing
Try to
at the
get
nationals,
Ashley, dude. Try to get
I
Ashley.
would love to get Ashley, but like I said, Glenn Gasser, that's his girl. It's up to them.
Yeah.
I
Is it
consider
because of that? Is it because of that?
I don't know. I can't say.
Is it because
I've seen Chris
I think
before, but
she doesn't talk a lot. I mean, okay, you'll go. I get it, but let me just say this. Um, I think the thing is between Levina and Ashley. I mean, there was a war against. I mean, against each other. So I mean, it's easy to root for Levina because the thing is, she talks with everybody. She responds to everybody. She likes everybody's pictures. She comments everywhere. And so she's
yeah,
nice. She's very nice. She collabs with me. But Ashley, she's very selective about whom she talks with.
yeah.
She's very selective about whom she talks with. I mean, she texts me back maybe after 1 hour, maybe after two hours, but she does text back. And probably AJ. I mean, AJ. I'm not talking about AJ specifically, but maybe they haven't heard from her much. And some people just don't understand that. Maybe from that place the hate was coming. I don't know.
Well, not hate.
Like, there's
Sometimes it's
always
just maybe, like I
haters
said, some people not
and
comfortable with some
also
people. I know
presenting.
Ashley, she did an interview with Glenn a while back. She was her and Jessica Reyes Padilla were there. Because
If you
Jessica there.
hear about haters, because Glenn always talks about haters. What do you think of the haters? Who do you think the hater is?
Well, like I said, the thing is, you like this is what I said like that. Let them hate till
Is
they
it
can't
because
hate no more. There's
of the
nothing you
hate?
can't do. If somebody has an issue with you, that's their problem, not yours. You just roll on and keep moving. If here's the thing, if you focus on somebody else and not focus on what you're doing,
Yeah,
that's your problem. If you're not
exactly.
seeing what this person's work they're putting in, time putting in, you know, that's the thing about,
Yeah,
like like
that is the
sometimes
thing.
you just gotta let them hate. That's all they have. And
Yeah,
when
but I think it was not from a part of hating. Now the thing is, you're rooting for Andrea Shaw to win, okay, and
yeah.
you don't, and of course you do not want Ashley to beat her. Simple, right?
I
Yeah.
never said I didn't want Ashley to be. I think if she can be her.
No,
But the thing is,
but you're
hold
rooting
it before
for
you
her. I mean,
hold it. I'm gonna put you on mute before you put words in my mouth. Don't do that. Don't ever put words in my mouth. I never said I didn't want to beat her. If she can beat her, that's the thing. Andrea, as I said again, Andrea, my man, he's telling me Andrea likes competition. She had a problem, but like I said again, Andrea is the standard, and it's tough to
she
beat the
is.
standard. It's like this with Iris. It was tough to beat Iris, and
It's
she had
impossible to
10
beat her.
titles. It was
Yeah,
tough to beat Corey Everson. She had 6 titles. It was tough. Kim Sylvester, she got in. She did beat Linda Murray, but
it was
pretty
tough.
much Linda
It
had
was
6 titles before she lost. She would have come seven if she,
Yeah.
if she was just in a little bit. It's just like this. It's not about me not liking that person. I like Ashley. I
No,
follow her
I'm not talking
closely.
about liking. I'm talking
But
about
the thing is, I'm not
but.
saying she can't win, but it's going to be hard for her to win,
Yeah, it's gonna be
especially with
hard for her.
Andrea. It's going to be hard for her to. So next time you put word in my mouth, I'm gonna put you on mute and kick you out. So we're going to end it like this. And so, hey folks, and so again, shout out to these ladies who are competing. Shout out to them. We'll try to have something to talk about for next week. We try to figure a subject. But like I said again, I want to shout out to people who serve this country. Appreciate the sacrifice they have made for this country. Like I said, I had my oldest niece and my youngest nephew were in the army for a few years. I love them.
Wow, that's great.
I saw my
That's
niece a while back. I saw my nephew too often. He's married now. He's doing a little stuff now. But I do appreciate them. But folks, like I said, if you know anybody who's in your family or a friend, somebody, tell them. Don't say thank you for your service. Say I appreciate the sacrifice you made for us as citizens of this country. That is a lot. I've heard some soldiers don't like hearing the word thank you. You're not providing a service. When you're in the military, you are living a life. You're going to countries. You're going here and there. You're not. It's not a service. It's not like when you're like or like you're working as a waitress at a restaurant, or you're working or a nurse provides a service, doctor provides a service. You tell those people thank you for your service because they're providing a service. But these people in the military, they go off the battle, they die, they may come out, they get messed up. There's something. There's a lot of many people in this country here in America who are military, who are homeless and who are struggling. And every other day they get a little, because you get this one day out of the year where you get recognized, but it should be recognized every day. And this country also should take care of those military people that come through. That's like I said again, there's a lot to do. and you're going away from your family, your friends. You're going to places where you might lose your life or lose a body part, or just it can mess up your mind. That's why I don't say thank you for a service, because it's not a service you're providing. It's a sacrifice you're making when you join the military, when you give your life, your freedom, and you don't really have the freedom like everyday people do. You just a lot to it. So I thank you, Roy, for coming through, and I appreciate whoever who come through. And we ended that. So I'm gonna say like this: you should make all the way to your page, aka the Emperor of Female Talk. Like, don't subscribe. Good. I will say to you again, thank you for your service, and also to everybody out there, enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day.